All right, go ahead.
All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites, according to the Bible. All right, we come in week and week out to prophesy unto the nation of Israel, who consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to let them know that they're the Lord's chosen people. All right, first and foremost, we want to give all the praises and glory. Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Hudash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, of Great Millstone. Much blessing and salutation to the Hakim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. Alright? So we got a lot of judgment coming to this place. Alright, we got a lot of prophecies that are happening across the United States of America, around the whole world. Alright? So we're going to get right into the judgment that's going to come to that great whore, aka Sweet Home Alabama, America. Okay? Go ahead and get that, brother.
Scott. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city, full of lies and robbery."
What's that bloody city? What's that land that's full of lies and robbery? That's talking about America. And why is it the bloody city? Why is America called the bloody city? Because it shed the blood of the Negro, Latino, and Native American man to this very day. From what was it, 1492? Starting from the year 1492, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, started coming over here and killing our people. All right? Well, let's see what the Lord said about a land that's polluted with blood. Go ahead and get that, brother. Numbers.
This is Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. So you shall not pollute the land wherein you are for blood that defileth the land.
All right, so the Lord said, "Thou shalt not pollute the land thereof, for blood pollutes the land." All right? So America is polluted. America is a very polluted place by the blood of the Israelites, the Lord's chosen people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? And in Nahum, the scriptures, the Lord said, "Woe to the bloody city, the place that's polluted." All right?
The land cannot be cleansed of blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
So the Lord said that the land that the blood was shed in cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him who shed it. And who shed the blood of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man? It was you damn crackers, man. Esau Edom, the devil according to the Bible. That's who shed the blood of the Israelites, man. That's who shed the blood of the saints. Our land has to be cleansed by the blood of him that shed it. So what does that mean? That means you so-called white people, Esau Edom, is going to get your blood is going to be shed on the very land that he shed blood in, man. All right, that's why in Nahum the Lord said, "Woe to the bloody city," because America is polluted. All right, America is polluted by the blood of the Lord's chosen people. And how is that place going to be cleansed? By the same blood of the same man who shed the blood of the saints, man.
I got a precept for you. This is Genesis 9 and 6. "Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed."
Hey, the Lord said, "He that sheddeth man's blood?"
This is Genesis 9 and 6. "Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed."
God. So the Lord said that he who sheds blood, his blood shall be shed too by man. All right? So guess what's coming to you, devils, man? Esau, guess what's coming to you, you damn Edomites? It's going to be nothing but bloodshed, man. All right? That's what's coming to you, man. You ever seen the movie The Shining? All right, when them two little girls are sitting at the end of the hallway and that door burst open with a flood of blood? That's what's coming to you, damn devils, man. A flood of nothing but death and bloodshed. That's what's coming to you, devils, man. I don't know if they told you that during the election. I don't know if they told you that in your churches, man. But there's bloodshed coming here to the land of America.
That's right.
All right? Yeah, it sounds funny, it sounds nuts, but guess what? The Lord said so, all right? It ain't coming out my mouth, all right? It's coming out the mouth of the Lord. It's been written for thousands of years, okay?
I read Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery.
And how is America full of lies and robbery, man? First and foremost, America was established on stolen land. Secondly, America stole the identity of the true Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. You got gutter rat Jews, Jewish people, talking about they're the Lord's chosen people, but they're nothing but a goddamn lie. All right? They're nothing but a fugazi, man. That's a straight up lie and a robbery.
The great. Oh yeah, Baphomet on the
Esau's
back.
nature, man. Esau's he's a devil by nature, man.
It says it's full of lies and robbery.
That's a lot, man. Because Scripture got to come out, and then Satan, and it was clearly Satan had Baphomet right, man. I had to just, how to get loud.
Yeah, that was the spirit. He wanted to disrupt the word, and at the same time, he wanted to show you, okay, yeah, I was Satan. I did that. But it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Yahshua. Satan don't work for his own. The prey departeth not.
Who's to pray, man? Praise talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You guys ain't left yet. Y'all still here. That's another scripture right there. Woe to him who
I got it.
Come. Go ahead, read that again, Sure.
Come. It says, Nahum chapter 3 and 1, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Pray departed not, man. Because the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man is still here. Let's see what the Lord said about that.
This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Hey, that's 2 strikes on Esau, the so-called white man. Hey, we're not the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man sold by the hands of the devil, sold by the hand of the Arabs, sold by the hand of the Africans, huh? But who still has them in their possession? Who still has the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American in their possession? It's the so-called white man, Esau.
That's right.
We're still here. We can't leave this place unless we got a hallway pass, man. Unless we get a hallway pass from the devil to go somewhere, we're still here, man. And guess what? Even if you do get out of America via your passport, you get arrested in another country, guess who they're going to come? Guess who's going to try to get? Yeah, exactly. Guess who's going to come to pick your ass up, man?
Because that's what you need to leave the country. You need a passport. That's not more than the slave papers they would give the slaves to go from plantation to plantation. Yep. So now if you get caught out there, they take you back to the original plantation, man.
Yep.
It's one of yours, yeah.
Yep. They'll pick you up in the country you're at, beat your ass there, whip you a couple times, and then send you back to your master to get your judgment. You know?
Beat you with phone books and shit.
Yeah. Spray you down, throw powder on you, all types of shit, man.
That was on that, right? All right, so I'm gonna go to Habakkuk chapter 2.
You're probably gonna. Oh, yeah. What are you gonna get though? He's gonna get it because he already.
12.
Oh well, you go ahead and get what was the other one you said? Isaiah 35.
No, you get. I was gonna get Ezekiel 35.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and get that, brother.
Okay. All right, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Fine. And America was established by the blood of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man, the Lord's chosen people. And Nahum, the Lord said, woe to the bloody city. America is that bloody city that's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth for the iniquity that he committed against the Lord's chosen people, man. You Jakes, you Israelites need to wake up, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to wake up that you're the Lord's chosen people. You got to follow his laws, statutes, commandments if you want to be saved, man. It ain't just about realizing that you a Hebrew Israelite and shaloming everybody you see on the streets, man. You gonna get shalom to death, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
This isn't no Black Power movement over here.
Yeah.
All right, that's not what this is.
throwing up the fist and shit.
I mean, cool. You know, you don't mean no harm to us, but what we're doing out here is for your soul, the salvation of your soul. You don't hear the words that are coming out of the brother's mouth talking about you need to follow the Most High, you need to come back, follow God. Okay, all right, that's serious words that you walking right by. You need to consider what the man is saying, consider what the prophets are saying, because again, we in the town built with our blood. And like the brother just put out before in Numbers, hey, this place can't be cleansed by the blood by our blood. It has to be blood by them that shed the blood. So in other words, there's gonna be a great slaughter in this land. All right, what are you doing to prepare yourself for it? Just being an American? That's not gonna cut it in the eyes of the Lord. I'll read it again. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. All right, by sin, by transgressions, by violence, by unrighteousness. And like the brother was going into that, that's your so-called white people, you Caucasians. All right, you pink devils walking up and down the streets like you ain't had nothing to do with anything, like everything's just normal. The brother just said that you were the ones that brought us into slavery. All right, by the hands of the Africans and the Arabs. Whose hand are we found in? We're found in your hands. Ultimately, we're in your hands. Okay? Go ahead.
I got a quick preset. We go with what the brother said. It's not just about knowing you're an Israelite. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 4. And he that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
Yeah, you say you know the Lord. You're saying that, oh, I know God. God knows me. I know the Bible. Yeah, I know the Bible.
But then you're asking they keep the law. Oh, the law's done away with. What are you? Hold on now.
Yeah, what scripture is that? Where does it say that? Go ahead.
Right, because hey, what's loving the Lord? Keeping his commandments, keeping his words. How can you say you love the Lord but you eat pork? How can you say you love the Lord but you sleeping with the next man's woman? Hey. How can you say you love the Lord but you're shaving your face? That's against the Lord's law. And the Lord said, if you love him, keep my commandments. That's what love is according to the law.
You're simple as heathen too, man. They think everything is just funny. They think everything is just funny. Look at that Jew. Everything is just funny, man. Ain't nothing funny out here what we're doing over here, bro. You over there got a big ass cheese smile on your face. Yeah. Adultery, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck? You think that vexes us, okay? You're smiling about it. Us just thinking about adultery, that vexes our spirit, man. Another man sleeping with your wife. Imagine that, man. Imagine coming home and seeing another man sleeping with your wife. Imagine the anger and the fury that's gonna be on you, and you can't even do nothing about it because you're in America. You can't even what do you call it? Exact judgment.
And the hypocrisy of it all is a nigga be quick to sleep with another man's wife, but if somebody sleep with your wife, you're ready to flip shit.
Yeah.
So where's the logic behind that, man?
But you're smiling about it. You're smiling about it, and we're over here, we're sighing and crying about it. That shows you the difference between the spirit of the world and the spirit of the prophets. Lord willing, we have that number. All right? Ain't nothing funny up here. Ain't nothing to smile about, okay? Yeah, we crack jokes, and, you know, we have our... But ultimately, this is torment to us, being here. This is the only good thing about being here is knowing that it's going to end. And being amongst the brethren. That's really about it. This place is filled with blood.
This place is filthy, man. This place is defiled, man. That's the best way you can put it, man. This land is defiled, man. And it has to be cleansed. And it has to be cleansed by the man who shed the blood.
Yep. I got something here in the same book. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Okay? And who's that? Who did that? Woe to him that increases that which is not his. You took the gold, you took all the minerals, you destroyed the buffalo, you took our women. That was not yours. But here it is, you increased it. So what? Woe unto you, according to the Lord.
Took our customs.
Okay.
That's the main thing they took from us.
I can't even say
Our
nothing on
nationality.
that, man.
You devils got to pay just for that. You took the Israelites' customs, man, and then not only did you take our customs, but then you flipped things upside down with our customs, man. You made homosexuality legal. You had the biggest gay parade in the planet Earth in our land. You put, man, you devils got to pay, man. You
right.
devils got to pay, man.
And the way you devils are gonna pay is 1,000 years of long slavery, man. All you so-called white people are going into hardcore slavery.
That's right.
Right.
Look at that nigga walking with a long stride. Why you walk like
Yeah.
that? You take big ass steps like that. You see that? You're taking long ass steps.
You can't even wait for the crosswalk.
I never seen no one take long ass steps like that. So rigorous. It says, how long? And to him that laden himself with thick clay. That debt.
Heavy debt.
Yeah.
And America is got heavy debt upon itself, man. America is owned by these groups across the corner right here, man. Yeah, that's
Oh,
the spirit.
Yeah, they own this shit.
Yeah, they own America and you people, man. You Goyals. Your people. Hey, that's the whole thing behind your birth certificate. You sold that stock. You people are the stock. You're the cattle. That's why the other nations call you Goyim.
Yeah, Goyim, man. The Jews, the fake Jews, they refer to other white people as Goyim. Okay? Because you are just nothing but sheep. All right? Just cattle. Yeah, cattle. It's good for nothing. Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booty unto them? Because thou hast spoiled many nations. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
And that's what's getting ready to happen here in America, man. All right, these Moabites, man, they're getting ready to come over here and spoil this nation, man.
Millionaire army.
Magog, they're getting ready to come over here and spoil these people.
Yep.
Ham, getting ready to come over here and spoil these people as much as they can.
Yep.
You know, Ham retarded.
Yeah.
Ishmael getting ready to come over here and spoil America, man.
Yep.
And all you so-called Asians, you're going into slavery. Thus saith the
Everybody's
Lord.
going into slavery.
Yep.
Everybody's going into slavery.
If you're not a part of the nation of Israel, you're going into slavery, man.
Yep.
And y'all, that's what y'all need, man, for your own sakes,
They
man.
want that. They want that. They want that. That's really what they seek. They need to worship something. That's why you see them. That's why you go to Japan. They worship dicks. Yeah. You ever seen that shit?
Yeah, they had a big parade.
Yeah.
It's like wood carved.
Yes, Japan.
Yeah,
Japan.
that's
wood carved.
Yeah. Those are Moabites, but the Ammonites over there, they got carved out dicks. So, you think I'm lying? That's what you look it up. Look it up on the internet. Look up Japan
They had
dick
parades
worship.
with it and shit.
It's there. They have
Cakes,
parades.
little cakes of it.
Yeah, speaking that Moabite language. Hey, you got dick posters, carvings. They want to worship something. They need something to worship. They got. Look over here, man. Little girl looking over here. Little girl looking over here. So I'm talking about your slavery. They can do stuff like that. Well, it's not Dylan. They can do that. Yeah, but all that's going to be done with in the kingdom.
Yeah.
All right.
Moab is one man. Moab is one ugly ass set of people.
Hell yeah, man.
That's
They got
a lot
some good looking women, but
dang.
the masses of them are need
Heathens.
That was
fucking.
a bunch of filth that just walked
Yeah.
Heathens, man.
They need just a fucking.
They need,
Tag,
they
you
need
know?
to be cleansed too.
Yeah.
Hey, because they put our people to sleep.
Yeah. He's like Esau's best buddy, man.
Yep.
Him and Esau are best buddies. Shit,
Nah,
matter of fact.
I forget the prophet that was going to the king of Moab, and Moab was trying to what was it? He was trying to get us to go against the Most High or something like that. And the prophet kept telling him that this is going to happen. Or something. I forget that.
We'll find the story later. Yeah. But yeah, man. Moab has a big part.
Okay, I got a quick preset real quick. This is Ezekiel 25 and 11. and I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. All right, there you go. So the Lord, Esau's not the only one going to get judgment from the Lord, man. Hey, Moab, you know, all these other nations, man. But Esau and Moab be pointed out. Esau, the most, you know, the most pointed out one. But Moab's going to get it too, man.
They're a filthy nation. We're not just saying that to be mean. They're a filthy nation. Go to the land of China. All right, they got smog alerts over there.
Biggest trash in the place.
You know how we got the weather? They got when you watch the Weather Channel over there, they got like what did it say? It's like you know it's a yellow or it's an orange. So you have to wear the mask. If you don't wear the mask, you'll get sick. You know, you gotta wear a mask over there, bro.
Dang, who's allowing them to do that? The so-called white man.
Well,
Esau's allowing Moab to do that shit.
Because Moab's trying to follow after Esau. They already got drunken off the Babylonian Jews, so they're trying to be all industrial. So they got the smokestacks over there, but they're doing it all fucked up.
And since they have the biggest population on the earth, that's why they fucking can't even go outside without a mask, man. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, you got children being born over there. That's a fucked up place to be born, bro. But hey, man, we're back to America though, man. This place right here is still soaked with the blood of slaves. It's soaked with the blood of cooks. All right,
the saints.
The saints. Yeah, the saints basically. All right, Indian burial ground. This is an Indian burial ground we're standing on. Okay, this is a Reubenite burial ground we're standing on right now.
A lot of warriors died here.
Mm-hmm. Reuben's a warrior nation.
Yeah, these very corners.
What was the name of that? So, what's the name of that gun they used?
Gatling gun.
Yeah. Where they turn that shit? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's all you hear. Pop, 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 pop.
Nigga holding the. One nigga just.
Yeah, you bring that out, man. He ain't nothing surviving, bro. That's a sweeper.
Yeah. Hey, but what? That's the Esau's sword, so that's why he was able to perfect the weapon.
So I'll finish reading this here, verse 8. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8. It says, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence, Gatling gun, of the land, and of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay? You're gonna have to pay for that. You haven't paid for it yet. You got to live off this shit free for hundreds and hundreds of years without paying for all the blood you shed. Hey, that's a blessing on you. The Lord gave you the blessing of the land.
Yep, fatness of the earth.
Thank you. He gave you the blessing of the sword. The Gatling gun counts as a sword. We're going to Thanksgiving. That's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Thanks for killing us. Thanks for killing us and taking our shit day. You have to pay for that. You got actual Native American Indians, so-called, celebrating Thanksgiving. That is so bugged out.
Yeah.
But they're actually doing it. They don't know any better. They don't know. They don't know the history. They refuse to study it. And so you dumbasses, you demons, you Edomites, you deceivers, you got the people that you slaughtered celebrating their slaughter. But they think it's just a day of giving thanks to God.
Yeah.
That's wicked, bro. That's real fucked up.
What they'll say is, we call it Turkey Day. What the hell that? Mike, you can't eat turkey any other day? And only on November, every 3rd of November, you're going to eat turkey.
That's it.
And the scriptures say, follow not a multitude to do wickedness, man.
But they don't read that scripture.
And that's worshiping. That's putting those pilgrims on a level, you know, worshiping them. And then it's all bunch of lies, man. Like the scripture said, man, this bloody city built on lies, robbery, deceit.
Yeah, that's America. That's how you know that America is that wicked kingdom spoken about in the Bible. All right, that's how you know that we're not in the kingdom of heaven. That's how you know that the Jews over there in the land of Israel are not the real Jews. Because if they were the real Jews, none of this shit would be taking place. None of this would be taking place. I know, little girl, it's gonna be better. I know. Your brother was sitting next to her. She's nodding. I know. It's gonna be better one day. Just be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Done on that?
That's it on that. Yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery of Babylon, the great mother of harlots, and abomination of earth. Verse 6. And I saw the woman dripping with blood of the saints.
So there you go, man. Going back to that blood.
Yep.
Woe to that bloody city.
Yep.
What's that? The blood of the saints. The saints are the Israelites, man. the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Who's drunk off the blood of the saints? Who was made drunk off the blood of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans? You damn devils, man. America was made drunk off the blood of this place, man. America's that bloody city. And the Lord is getting ready to destroy it, man, along with you devils, man. For the atrocities that you've done and committed against our people. Right? So says the Bible. It says verse 6.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the mystery of Yahweh. And when I saw her, I wondered. And with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
And one of the martyrs were what's that guy's name? Nat Turner. Yeah, that was a martyr back then. He jumped the gun, you know, but he did it. He was doing it in a righteous mindset. Okay.
But vengeance was not his.
Nope. Yeah. He jumped the gun. Yeah. Right. He saw a sign in heaven, but that was the wrong sign. All right.
Hey, because as we're reading, man, destruction is coming to place, man. Destruction is coming to America, but it ain't in our hands to do so. So you jakes out there, you militant Israelites out there that want to take matters into your own hands and want to do all this marching and buying guns and all this and that, man. You ain't doing nothing, man. Your end is going to be the same as Nat Turner's.
Yep.
It's going to be death. All right.
The ACG, what do they call them niggas? Yeah, they're going to get Nat Turner. All right. We understand that a lot of those people in there, they have righteous mindset. I mean, they have a sincere mindset. They're following the wrong person, and what's going to lead to is going to lead to them being. That's why the scriptures say, flock of the slaughter, or something like that. None. All right, because what they're being led to that. All right, and their blood's going to be on another man's hands. All right, but the spirit's created for vengeance, so those people have to do that. But then you're going to have actual righteous martyrs, okay? Because there's still going to be martyrs. Yeah, we always talk about the elect being saved, all right? But there's going to be some of the elect that are going to have to die for this thing, okay? In the times to come. Who's the martyr?
I got some. This is Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 6. Wherefore, thus saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, woe to the bloody city, to the pot whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it. So, hey, all that wickedness, all the filthiness that America's past history is all about, it's still here, man. You can't get rid of it. All right, no matter how many textbooks you try to change. All right, slavery is a part of American history. All right, all the atrocities that the so-called white man has did to the Israelites is still here to this day.
Slavery is the cornerstone of America.
Exactly. The whole history of America is slavery, man.
That's how it was built.
Exactly. America was built off of slavery, off the atrocities done upon the nation of Israel. That can't be done away with. But it's got to be paid back.
Hey, the money that these devils are still living up with was made through slavery, man.
Still exists, yeah.
The trillions of dollars that your elite still have, that was from slavery, man.
Exactly.
And guess what? They're running out of it.
Because they were a bunch of poor bastards, man. Our majority of these Edomites were a bunch of poor assholes, man. But how they became rich off of slavery, man.
Hey, I was thinking about this the other day, man. You want to see Esau in his natural state? Go to a trailer park, man.
Yep.
You're gonna see how disgusting and filthy Esau really is, man.
Yeah, you go to a trailer park, man. You're gonna see them. That's as close to their natural state as we can get.
Yeah.
You know, or go to backwoods Tennessee.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna see Edomites in their natural
Overall
state.
wearing Edomites.
Yep.
You know? Got a piece of wheat in his mouth.
You can't understand. Yeah, you can't understand anything they're saying. I don't understand.
Teeth all rotten, you know.
Yeah, teeth all rotted out.
Long ass hair.
Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers could cut down a tree though.
Yeah, Duck Dynasty looking
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Duck Dynasty, yeah, those motherfuckers can wrestle an alligator like a motherfucker though. I'll give them that. Yeah, but basically they're useless. They can make some good liquor.
They're the basis of men.
Yeah. They make some good ass liquor, but that's really about it, man. Yeah, they worthless, disgusting beings, and they need to die.
They need slavery. You can't let them give them liberty. Just like women, you can't give them liberty to gather abroad. They need to be in subjection, man.
Edom might be gather abroad. No, that's why scriptures say leave neither root nor branch.
Yep. Keep going on. It says, bring it out piece by piece. Let no lot fall upon it. For her blood is in the midst of her. And that her is talking about what we just read, Revelation 17, right? That great whore. Mystery Babylon. She set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it upon the ground to cover it with dust. So that's what Esau's trying to do, man. Trying to cover his past sin. Trying to, oh, well, it was in slavery. They were indentured servants. They came here willingly. All right, that's bullshit crap, man. The Native Americans and the indigenous people from the Caribbean, they didn't willingly give up their land. All right, America wasn't willingly given up. It was stolen from them by the sea. Bloodshed, atrocities. And now Americans, they want to cover it up. All right, but it's too late. The Heavenly Father is using his elect, all right, his chosen, his servants, the prophets, to bring out the iniquities of this place, man.
He swept it under the rug.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we already drank of the cup.
Yeah, exactly. Now, so
Yeah, man. There ain't no regurgitating that drink that the Israelites had to drink, man.
That's why it says in Lamentations chapter 4, it says
That's what brother got, right?
Oh, I'll stop right there. You finish that?
nah, two more precepts. Verse 8, that it might cause fury to come up to take vengeance. I have set her blood upon the top of a rock that it should not be covered. So the Lord is putting all the atrocities that America has done on the top of a rock, man, so it can be seen by everyone. All right, and all the nations are seeing America's history for what it really is: rape, robbery, murder, slavery, and you so-called white people got to pay for it.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord. All right, verse 9. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, woe to the bloody city! I will even make the pile for fire great. And that's what this place is for, man. It's a pile for the fire, man. All right, let me just read this next one too. Heap on wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, and spice it well, and let the bones be burnt. Then set it empty upon the coals thereof, that the brass of it may be hot and may burn, and that the filthiness of it may be molten in it, that the scum of it may be consumed. All right, so hey, that's why Peter says that the earth and the works thereof, it's gonna be burned up, man, because everything in America is gonna be burned up, man. No statues, all right. No, you see those apocalyptic movies, some things are left. Or you can even look at what's happening in paradise. You still got the frame of the car put together, some trees still standing. Everything is going to be leveled in this place, America, man. The Lord's going to utterly destroy America from coast to coast by nuclear missiles.
It's going to be so hot. It's going to be so hot. Yeah, man. The brother, you want to bring that one up? Yeah.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquities is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
So that means we already drank our cup, man. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American already drank the cup that they had to drink. All right, but let's see whose turn it is now.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Meaning the Negro, Latino, and Native American man ain't gonna go into slavery no more, man. You ain't gonna have to pay taxes and go to your 9 to 5 every day no more, man. Real soon, man. Go ahead.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin.
Time, man. So hey, this place is being discovered as we speak. As we speak, literally. As we speak, the sins of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is being exposed, man. All right, and they're gonna have to drink of the cup that they poured into us, man. Go ahead. Was that it on that up? Yeah. That's good. Get what you got.
Do I go back to Nahum? Yeah, I'll go back to Nahum. I'll just read the first. All right, so Nahum chapter 3, verse 2. The noise of a whip, and the noise of a rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots, the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses.
And that's how America was conquered, man. Right? Over hundreds of millions of Israelites slaughtered, man. From coast to coast, island to island, right, north to south, America, man. The whole earth was what's the word? We read it earlier. The blood. It was defiled, man. This whole side of the earth has been defiled with the blood of the Israelites, man. The whole Western world.
And just like that, that same way, that's how this place is going to go out, man. Right? With that bright sword and glittering, how they describe it there? I mean, the horseman lifted up.
Yeah, it says the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
God, and that horseman is Yahweh. He's rising up the
Bright sword.
God, it's all about these missiles, man. That's how this place is going to come down, man. Because just like they came over here and they took us down by the sword, well, this place is going to be destroyed by the sword, man. Except this time it ain't no musket gun and it ain't no literal sword, man. This time it's ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what's getting ready to come out here, man. That's how the blood is going to be shed on you devils, man.
Con.
All right. And to say, hey, what did it say? Carcasses.
Yep, I'll read it again. And a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
It said there's innumerable.
It says a great number of carcasses,
A great number of carcasses, man.
and none end to their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
God, there's gonna be so many dead bodies laid out here in the ground that you ain't gonna be able to walk on the concrete no more, man.
That's what happened to America when they came and they destroyed all the natives out here. There was corpses laying around here, men, women, and children, little Israelites laying around dead with a feather in their head and all that. All right.
Coming by, stabbing them to make sure they're dead.
That's real fucking gross, bro. Y'all did that. Y'all really did that, man. Y'all really did that shit. And then you acting like it didn't happen. But yeah, you're gonna put it in the movies, but there's no real reparations, man. You put the Native Americans in reservations, which is basically a hood, a ghetto. I'll finish chapter 3 again, or chapter 3, verse 3. The horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a great multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end to their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, these of America. The mistress,
Well-favored. We said the well-favored whore.
the well-favored harlot.
Hey, what's one of the titles that's given to America on this world, man? This is the place of destination for everybody. Everybody wants to come to America. That's the scripture just said it's the well-favored harlot.
God.
Because
Yeah.
everybody wants to go to that beautiful, sexy hoe, to that pot.
See what's under that red dress.
Yeah.
All right. Bunch of worms. That's what's under there.
Defiled, aid-infested pussy. That's what America is, man. A death trap.
Yeah, goddamn big ass yeast infection. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms. God damn, this is the Bible, y'all. Y'all understand what this is talking about? I'm gonna read it again. Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. This is kind of R-rated. Because of the multitude of whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families for witchcrafts.
And there's nothing but witchcraft here in America. Just you waking up in the morning and going up to someone and saying good morning, that's witchcraft right there. Because when you go into that word morning, it goes back to when someone dies, man. The actual morning, man.
They spelled it different. That's
Yeah. So you tell somebody good morning, you basically tell them good suffering. Great lamentations.
means, man. That's witchcraft,
Yeah,
man.
that's witchcraft because that put you spiritually. That put you in like downgrade your spirit, man.
Yeah, that's a bad word, man. That's a negative word.
And that's just a small thing, man. Imagine all these things, man. All these symbolisms that are in our children's shows, man. Showing all the Star of Baphomet. Showing all this sun worship. Showing the all-seeing eye everywhere in our kids' shows, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we just got done viewing a video on HBO Family of a kids show that was played at 9 o'clock in the morning where you had a group of white men go up to a group of Negro kids, told them, hey, nigga. Talking about, oh, your people don't speak English good. This is a kid's show. But America, hey man, you idiots that want to hold this devil's hand, man. You jakes are gonna get it, man. You're gonna get it, all right? Judgment's got to come to this place, man. This place is nothing but disgusting wickedness, man, and witchcraft.
That well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Behold, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
The Lord said he's against me, man. The Lord is against that well-favored harlot. The Lord is against America. It's clear and evident, man. Look at America in this condition that it's in right now, man. You got wildfires burning out of control, burning these devils' own backyards. All right, you got this nation is divided against itself. All right, you got people that's for Trump, against Trump, people that are killing each other on the streets. Drug deaths are at an all-time high amongst you devils. America is in shambles, man. Wake up and smell the fresh, smell roses, man.
Hey, America's Trump talking about all these shithole countries, referring to where the Israelites be living. America's the biggest shithole country, man.
Yes,
The biggest, man.
he said that about Haiti.
Yeah, he said it's about Haiti. But look at it. I mean, if you actually sit back, like we were talking earlier this week, did you sit back and just watch people, man? They're in a shitty condition, man. All right, your air is crap. You can't even safely drink water out the faucet. All right, and if you are, then you're a complete moron. All right, there's chemtrails being sprayed. It's not safe to send your children down the street anymore. But here it is that nobody gives a shit. That's why this place is a shithole country. This place is filth, man, filthiness.
One big ass trailer park.
Yeah.
Your brother said, wake up and smell the roses. It's actually really wake up and smell the fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Wake up and smell the dumpster juice. Yeah.
Chocolate. It's doo-doo.
That's
Hey,
America.
that's how you know this place is the ultimate place of witchcraft, because just a little bit ago, we walked into the car and we smelled a little stench, and we can automatically smell it. Now you got to be in some type of condition, or you got to have some type of spell on you to not smell the shit that's here in America, man. You go down to Davis Island, a rich neighborhood out here in Tampa, and it smells like nothing but straight shit from the water out there, man. But you can't see the shit that's here in front of you in America. This place is disgusting, man. The ways of life here in America is wild, man. It's wicked. But you people want to grow and raise kids up in this place, man. We want the Lord to come back to destroy this place.
Right!
That's right. You got people making 10-year plans, trying to get married,
Getting 30-year mortgages.
getting saving up money for their kids to go to college. Man, your kids ain't going to college. America's about to be destroyed.
Right.
All right? Your 401k, you might as well kiss that goodbye.
Kids ain't making it to middle school.
Yeah, man.
They ain't gonna make it to middle school. You got a 5-year-old, he ain't gonna make it to middle school. This shit's gonna be over, bro. By the time, if we're still here, which we're not, through the spirit, you're still here. By the time you're 12 years old, hey man, there's gonna be a goddamn civil war out here.
That's right, man.
You don't even know what we're about to go.
Civil war, race riots.
Yeah, that's gonna be your new America. America's gonna be finished. America, as you know it, is gonna be finished. All this shit is gonna be over, and there's gonna be no electricity out here. It's gonna be martial law troops. It's gonna be the opposition, which is gonna be the Edomites with guns. All right, you veterans who trying to get your rights, stick rights. All that shit's
Constitutional Edomites.
ain't gonna be no constitution. It's gonna be a war out here. When the war is declared, hey,
There is no constitution.
yeah, that shit is
Martial law. When martial law is declared, there's no constitution. Hey, let's see Esau. I got rights. I got rights. Man, you gonna get Esau think that he gonna be okay when shit hits the fan, man. That's why they're trying to do so many mass shootings. They're coming for your guns, man.
Yeah, they're trying to set up so they can take the guns away, but that's not working. All that's making them doing is buying more guns.
Yeah.
All right.
And Jake just buys the gun on the streets and shit.
Yeah.
Or they get it from Esau himself, because he's the one that leaves trains full of guns in the hood.
Yeah, they still do that shit.
But still, because they know the biggest, Esau knows the biggest opposition he's gonna have is his own people, them gun-toting Edomites, man.
That's the problem. That's the problem. Jake got him too, but they
They're a
armed Jake
bunch of,
purposely.
yeah,
you
they're a
know,
bunch of simpletons.
they really setting it up. Through the spirit, Esau's setting it up for a civil war. They want that. That's why they do that, so everybody can go out and buy more guns. So I don't know.
Chaos.
They just want chaos out here.
It's like the Purge, you know, the first Purge that just came out, man. It's all a fucking game to Esau, man. He got it all planned out.
Because they really think Esau that's in power. They have toys that they wanna use.
Yeah, they can't wait to use them laser cannons on your
Yeah,
ass.
they
man.
want to see how that shit works.
Let's see you shoot an M16 at a nigga blasting thousands of people at one time, man.
Microwave gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Air cannons and shit.
They showed it in Panama.
Nah, yeah.
They tested it out over there. You had cars sliced in half. People melted in their places, man.
Some Iron Man type shit.
Direct
Hey,
energy
man,
weapon.
that's what they're doing with this 5G stuff too, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's how a lot of those wildfires started over there in California, man. You had that 5G being tested out there, right? And then what started happening? You had transformers starting to blow. Transformers started to blow, causing all types of sparks and fires, little fires here and there, starting into a whole wildfire, man.
Hey, they can just, a tree might just combust, instantly combust, man. Because what happens when something catches fire, what it is the molecules are vibrating at a certain speed, you know? And so Esau, with his technology, he can do that now, man.
Well, that's what a microwave does.
Exactly. That's how do you think you cook food in the microwave? The microwaves excite the molecules, all right, and it heats it up. Not to the point where it's gonna catch fire in the microwave, but that Esau got the technology to do so, man.
Now he weaponizes it.
Why do you think them cows were burning from the inside out, man?
Because that whole nuclear technology, that wasn't supposed to be for weapons. That was supposed to be for
Energy.
Energy, yeah.
That's why they got nuclear facilities, thermonuclear plants, you know?
Plants, yeah, nuclear power plants.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they got those all over the place. And that's typically it's a quantity, but it's really unstable.
Exactly.
And if there's a meltdown, then the whole city is fucked. All right. But they initially had that for energy source. But Esau, of course, he's a demon. He weaponizes it.
He's a mad scientist.
Bro, man, this guy has to stop, bro. But he will not stop. And it's good, though. It's good that he set it up.
He has to stop. He's not going to stop, but someone has to physically stop, and that's going to be how Bashar shot.
It's already written that it has
Yeah.
to go down this way. So,
Yeah.
you know, let it
That's why
happen.
we don't take up arms against him. It'd be a waste of time and effort.
And stop the Lord.
Yeah. You're going against the powers that be.
Yeah, going to Romans 13.
Yeah.
We read Nahum chapter 3. The Lord's that horseman that's going to bring that right sword, man. You know?
Yeah, we just finished reading that part. I'll read on verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
And that's what's happening already, man. It's already happening, man. America's being revealed as a weak nation. The dollar has no value around the world. That the U.S. economy is not as strong at all. All right. That the military is weak. You even had Donald Trump say that.
Under budgeted and undermanned.
Yeah.
He said he was
Oh,
just
yeah,
under
yeah,
budgeted and unmanned. Or undermanned.
You need some bodies.
Hey, that goes to show you that they're gearing up for the draft, man. They're gonna start recruiting a lot of you cucks out here, man.
Yeah.
They're not gonna come get us, man.
You
They
bike
know
right
they
in
come get
humans.
us.
You bike right in humans.
Yeah.
They're gonna take you in.
Ringing the bell, ding, ding, ding. And they're gonna ring your doorbell, all right.
Put an M16 in there. They'll give you a helmet.
And then people will be like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get drafted." Esau ain't gonna come draft us and put
Not
guns in
gonna
our
draft
hands just because we already blacklisted, you know.
Hey, look, you look at some of these guys that are already in the military, man. These guys are weak, feeble, out of shape men. You know, you look at them. Some of them ain't even taller than 6 foot tall, man. They're little guys, scrawny, don't know nothing, don't even know how to spell weights. You know.
You mean wait or wait?
All right, but they're told in a time of emergency they got to get their guns and go out to war, man. Those are the same guys that you see behind an accountant desk, man, working at a bank.
Playing Xbox all day. and shit.
Yeah, playing Xbox all damn day, man. Those are those same military men that are supposed to defend this country. And then here it is, like your brothers were saying, there's going to be a draft to collect the rest of you out of shape idiots out here. And the rest of you,
And you women.
useless eaters.
Yeah, you women too.
Yeah, and you women.
Hey, they set you up. They set you women up cold.
Y'all want
You
equal
correct?
rights?
They
You
set
gonna
it
be-
all up, bro. So you,
Hey, cause I think it was last year, so the women were trying to push so they could be out in the front lines. Well, since you women want to be out in the front lines, when World War III breaks out, you go into the front lines, man. And y'all going to get slayed out in Iraq or Afghanistan, wherever they send you. Saudi Arabia.
Hey, because you had a woman get into the Navy, or not the Navy, what's the special force?
Marine Navy. Dead Cops or whatever.
Navy SEALs. Right? Hey, some of those Navy SEAls, man, they got to sit out there and days with a sniper gun just waiting for the target to approach.
Ain't gonna sit on women.
Hey,
That's
damn, ain't no woman gonna do that, man. A woman can't hardly even hold her piston.
Yeah, man. She get angry, want to start make a show just for being in line for 40 minutes, man.
Good damn seal. Green beret.
And they them Navy SEAls, man, they'll be dropping them in the middle of the ocean, telling them niggas to swim.
And they make it.
Yeah, they make it.
Them Edomites are strong, man. Them Edomites are tough. All right, them Edomites will swim from island to island.
And if they're gonna get mowed down when World War III happens, what happens with all these people that get drafted? They're not gonna train you for 3 months. They're gonna train you for 2 days and send you over there, and they're gonna get mowed down too.
No time for training.
It's gonna be a meat grinder out there in the Middle East, man.
That's why it calls it a meat grinder.
Yep.
The special ops are the only ones that are really going to be their saving grace, because all these peons that they're going to draft are just really for the slaughter.
Yeah, missile. I mean, not. Yeah, they just.
Bulletproof.
They're just. They're yeah. Bulletproof.
We'll get that here.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
This is Joel chapter 3,
What is this,
verse
John?
2.
I'm curious.
Hold on, let brother bring it.
You can listen and you'll get the answer.
I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Josaphat,
That's in my
and I will plead with them. Therefore, my people for my heritage.
That's the answer right there. That's what this is about, man. The Lord's judgment, the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Yahweh Shaphat. So, like, hey, if he would have sat there and listened, he would have got his answer.
You would have explained it.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, we're talking about World War III. Oh wow,
Yeah, man.
Well, you could have got there. You just heard us talking about the
Yeah,
draft.
exactly. You know what he's talking about. He just want to.
Yeah.
He just wants to interrupt the men.
He think he's entitled. So we got to answer him when he says so. We got to do things according to how he feels.
See, the
Fuck
Lord
outta here.
isn't dealing with emotional people, man. The Lord ain't dealing with no emotions up here, man. All right? We deal with order up here, man. Esau's the one that deals with emotions and disorder, man. All right?
Come on, you don't just go walk into church and start, what's this about? Or just walk into a courtroom. You walk into go walk into a courtroom and say, what is this about? They're going to hold you in contempt and lock you up, man. Show some respect, man.
Go ahead.
Well, hey, that goes to show you that the prophets of the Lord are respected, man.
Yep.
We're the offscore of the earth, man.
Read that again. Start verse 2.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Josaphat.
Jehoshaphat, man. All right? That's over there in the Middle East, man. Yahweh Shaphat. And that's what the Lord is getting everything geared up towards, man. All right? Because you got all these nations animosity coming towards America, all right, and America's putting the blame on this and that, all right, and the Lord's getting ready to gather these people up in the draft, get a lot of you weaklings and you Xbox gamers and PS4 gamers to get sent off over there, man. Send off drones, go over there, fly a plane, go shoot a gun because you so badass, right? But guess what? The Lord's getting ready to send you over there to the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, with all these other nations to get destroyed.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, read that.
And will plead with them. Therefore, my people.
If a brother wants to get that word plead in the blue letter, brother Sean, Joel chapter 3, verse 2.
And will plead with them. Therefore, my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations.
God, that's the whole purpose of World War III, man. Is the Lord's pleading for us, man. He's gonna set us up again. That's the whole purpose of him doing all this, man. At the end of you want a quick synopsis of what this truth is about? It's Lord bringing judgment for His people. Israel can be established on the earth again.
That's right. Let's see what that word plead is. He said he would plead with them, right? The Lord ain't coming to ask these people if that's what you think that word plead is. They're talking about, hey, can you guys please let my people go? That's not what the Lord's coming back to do, my man. Yeah. You guys are heavily mistaken if that's what you think the Lord is going to be doing there. You got that?
Yeah. All right, plead. All right, I was in Joel 3 and 2. Plead. It's Strong's H8199, Shabbat, which is to judge, govern, vindicate, punish.
See, that goes to show you, you can't just read these scriptures and think you know what it's talking about. That's the same word they use. Shabbat's the same word that you'll see in the scriptures as judge, but here it says plead. So you can't just go off of the English, man. You got to go into the Hebrew.
You don't think it's like he's begging us? No. It's to judge, to bring, to vindicate, to bring the govern.
So really, it should say there, and will punish
Or judge.
Punish.
Or-
Punish. Yeah. Read it again.
It says, go ahead and read that.
For punishing him.
Put punish. Start from that part. Damn.
And for my heritage Israel,
Right.
okay,
And then instead of saying please, say punish.
and will punish with them, but for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So the Lord said, and I will. It's basically saying, and I will punish them
Yeah.
for my people Israel, man. Because what? They shed the blood of the Israelites, man. All nations, man. That's why the Lord is gathering all nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat and so there in the wilderness, man. All right, and how is the Lord going to destroy these people, man? All right, like the brother said, it's going to be a meat grinder, but then it's going to come nuclear missiles, man. All types of, it's going to be like it's going to be all out chaos over there, man. They're just going to all at once sit there, kamikaze going, and all types of nuclear missiles going to fly up in the air, man.
And at the same time, they're going to be trying to fight the chariots. It's going to be all kind of chaos, man. It's going to be a great ending to this movie, man.
It's gonna be
That
crazy.
epic ending.
It's gonna be dope as hell, bro. They're gonna be dumping their missiles on America. Yeah. America's gonna be dumping on these other nations, and then the chariots are gonna come. They're gonna try to spit on them. It's just gonna be, and we're gonna through the spirit. Brothers gonna be seeing it and watching it in awe, man. And then we're gonna eventually take part. The Lord's gonna let us loose. Let me get the next verse in this Nahum. All right, so back in Nahum chapter 3, verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee a gazing stock.
And that's right, because what the scriptures say that all nations shall look upon thee,
Yep.
and glance at thee narrowly. You know how them
Yeah,
already
I got
their
that.
hands
Holding that, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and get the finish that and get the other one.
Yes, sir. Verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid to waste, or America is laid to waste.
Because that was, Nahum was talking about Nineveh, but it's applying today. This applies to today.
Who will bemoan her?
Hey, because ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for these damn devils. Well,
The only people are the merchants. Yeah, they got rich off of
and
her.
they're not
Yeah.
gonna feel bad for America. They're just gonna feel bad that they ain't gonna be making no money off of her. Like damn, man, that's our biggest customer.
But their destruction is not far after that, after ours. Ours, this place.
Their judgment. Yeah, a lot of these other nations, they're gonna go into slavery.
Who will bemoan her? When shall I seek comforters for thee? Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 3, it reads, Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of the battle.
That's what's gonna happen, man. That's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is preparing the whole earth for a great war. World War III, the world to end all wars. That's what's getting ready to come to the whole entire planet, man. All right? That's what's getting ready to come, man. And you heathens, man. Hey, man. These heathens, they look at the men of the Lord and look at the prophets like we joking around, man. But your own country, your own people are getting ready for war, man. So what the hell are you doing visiting America, man? You got all these Moabites out here today.
Yeah, I don't know what's
like this is Orlando or something.
Disney World's that way.
It's funny,
Hey, well, shit. Keep coming, because when the grid gets locked, y'all gonna get stuck here and partake of her destruction.
Ooh, yeah. A lot of you different nations, actually going into. Matter of fact, the book of Isaiah. Let me just find the verse. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall come to, and it shall be as a chased roe, that no, it's like, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. They're gonna try to flee back into their own country. All right, before all the shit hits the fan, when they see the signs of the America's dollars crash, you're gonna see these Indians go back to India. You're gonna see these Moabites get fuck this place. They're only here so they can send money back over there.
Edomites, the same thing.
Yep. So if there's no money here, they're gonna get the fuck out of here, flee back to their own nation.
Jake is the only one that's fleeing here.
Jake, from Mexico and
Puerto Rico,
all them other places.
Puerto Rico flying over here to Orlando, breaking numbers.
Zebulon trying to bust and break in the neck, getting in here.
They willing to die for it, man.
They work in a damn restaurant to mop floors.
They walking another exodus over just to get over here, man.
Yeah, see that? They're doing a whole other exodus.
It's an enter this. Yeah, they trying to enter into Egypt.
I don't know if the chariots are leading them here or not, but I don't think so. They be mad chariots down there though.
I mean, it is a curse, you know. I'll take anybody shipping to the land of Egypt. God. And the chariots might be leading them over there. They might be following them chariots. Who knows, bro?
We just joke. We clowning, but yeah. I ain't there.
The Aston.
That was that. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. No, I'll start at we're gonna start up. Start here. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11. Do I want to start here? Yeah. 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken nations?
That's what these other nations are going to be saying, man, about this devil, man. How the hell did you fall, man? How is it that America's crumbling? You know, how did you lose your power? You know, because hey, this rulership that Esau has, man, has been the greatest rulership that has ever been, man. You know, there ain't never been no rulership like America has right now, man. Esau literally has the whole world under his palm of his hand, man. You go to any nation in the planet, and you're gonna find some type of American influence in there, man. All right.
Actually, I'm gonna read up a couple verses. Isaiah chapter 14, I'll start at 3 to points at 4. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve.
That's what we're hoping. That's what we're praying for, man. That's what we're going to receive here after all these things happen, man. We're going to get our rest, man.
Yep.
It ain't time to kick back and put your feet up and talk about a Cadillac ESV type of guy, man.
Who said that shit?
That nigga from Milwaukee. And literally, he had his feet up, kicked up,
Sipping on some lemonade.
Living in the shade. Living his best life, man.
It ain't that time right now, man. You got people walking around here in leisure. And it ain't no time to be in no leisure, man. There's great judgment getting ready to come here, man.
That's right. That's right.
You're supposed to be preparing yourself. Exactly. That's how you're supposed to be preparing yourself, because you get carnal niggas that talk about, oh, well, I got my guns, man. You know, I got my, what's that bug out that Boston Gabbard made the video on? Talking about he got his AKs, he got his ARs.
Oh, yeah, that nigga.
You got, hey, but you got guys like that, man. See, what you should be doing is going back and preparing yourself spiritually, man. If you're an Israelite, go back to the scriptures, man. Look how you're gonna get yourself out of this, man.
Even if you technically from one of these other nations, say you get I'm a Moabite or shit, I'm a Chinese, I just don't apply to me. If you listen to all this and this is resonating with you, there's a good chance you might be an Israelite. So you're supposed to still, if this is resonating with you, you're supposed to do everything that the scriptures are telling you to do. All right? You're supposed to have faith that you're an Israelite, no matter what you look like. Right? You can look like a pure cracker. You can look like a pure cracker. But your lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So it's all about the spirit, brothers. If this is resonating with you, resonating with your spirit, you're agreeing with everything the prophets are saying, then you need to get yourself spiritually right. Prepare spiritually, because you may be saved. All right? Don't. This ain't no color thing up here, all right?
Only an ignorant person will see that. Man. You know, they like to say that in the world. Oh, only ignorant see color. Yeah, well, we ain't talking about color. We just identifying. We just identifying who the most likely guy is. And it's so-called white man.
Those are clearly Moabites. I can see that through the spirit that they're Moabites by the radiance that's emanating off of their presence. That those are Moabites over there. Those don't have no salt. Okay, I'm sure they're very nice people, but they don't have no salt, and they're gonna get put into slavery. All right, but I digress. Verse Isaiah chapter 14, verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. All right? Yeah.
Hey, that's what these nations are going to be doing, man. They're going to be looking at America saying, how the hell has this place ceased, man? How is it gone? How is America no more, man? I thought this was the greatest place on earth. I thought that's where Disney was. Disney's the happiest place on earth, right? But this place is miserable, man. And it's going to become very clear and evident to the whole entire world that this place ain't nothing, man. When it gets brought down to dust, when America is destroyed by the Spirit of the Lord, these other nations are going to be amazed at the wonders that, of how this place got destroyed, man. It's all going to be through the Spirit of the Lord, man. It's all through scriptures, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans need to get to your house and read the Bible. Because it's got the prophecy of what's getting ready to come here in America, man.
Right. Verse 5. The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. The Edomites.
Bringing their power, yeah. Lord's breaking their power down, man. It's started already, man. That's why nobody respects America no more, man. Nobody cares a damn thing what America got to say no more, man. Yeah, he still got power, a little power left because he's able to put sanctions and whatnot. But real soon, hey, no one's gonna care, man, because the Lord's gonna break their scepter. The rod of, as it said.
It says, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, the power of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers, the power of the rulers. Okay?
Yeah, so you so-called white people don't have no rulership anymore, man. It's falling. It's beginning to fall, man. You're at the end of your rulership, and it was the most wicked rulership ever to be implemented on the earth.
Was it?
Because it took on all the aspects of all the other nations that ruled before it, man. The Greeks, all right, the Babylonian Empire, the Roman
Egyptians.
Empire, the Egyptians. It took on all the customs of these other nations that once ruled the world, man.
Yeah, and pushed it all upon the whole earth.
Mixed it all up into one big gumbo.
Yeah. It's like the what is it, the CVS? It's a big pot.
Yeah,
Or like the witch pot, man. They just mix a big concoction up and spread their philosophies throughout the world, man. Their wickedness.
I wake up in the morning, I'm already fucking confused as soon as I wake up. This is the same book, verse 6. Isaiah 14 and 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth.
So the Lord's gonna have all these nations persecute America, man, because of how America persecuted the whole earth.
Yep.
All right, America went around, just committed mass atrocities and continue to bomb the hell out of people to this day. All right, they brought the so-called Negroes into slavery on ships. All right, they raped, robbed, and pillaged the native people of this land. All right, and then have the audacity to tell the so-called Mexicans to go home when this was originally their land. All right, California, Mexico, that was considered Mexico before. You damn devils came here, all right, and started bringing the sword upon this side of the earth. All right, so what do you think is going to be your recompense for all that? America's not going to go on forever. America's going to be destroyed by the Heavenly Father.
Right, right.
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. they break forth into singing.
That's right, man. So when you so-called white people get taken out of power by the Heavenly Father, the whole earth is going to rejoice. The whole earth will be in peace and joy. All right, and you coons that want to be hand in hand with the white man, you're going to die with the white man.
That's right.
All right, so when this devil gets taken out of power, all right, and the righteous are in authority, the earth will rejoice, man. The earth will break out and sing it, man. I mean, wait till Israel is a peaceful people again, man. We're gonna be singing some melodies, man, all on one accord. We're gonna push out a positive vibration on the earth, not a negative vibration like the ruler of this kingdom, man, the God of this world. All right, when us, all right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Israelites are in power, you're gonna realize how peaceful this earth can really be. Ain't gonna be people robbing each other and gangbanging, man. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
So obviously the righteous is not in authority because the people aren't rejoicing, man. Go ask Bodie, the hobo in your local downtown if he's rejoicing. All right. You think a parent's rejoicing when he or she got to send their kids to school where they're going to be taught how to be a transgender, all right, or where they run a chance of getting raped at school or shot up? There's nothing to rejoice about in this world, man. What, you get paid $15 an hour, and then by the end of the time you get done paying everything, you broke. Go ahead.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
That's right, man. So the wicked are ruling right now, and that's why everybody's in the condition they're in. That's why everybody's mourning, man. All right, that's why people in the Middle East is mourning, getting bombed every damn day. All right, that's why there's people starving to death, while the majority of Americans have abundance of food that they don't even eat. America's one of the only places on the earth where they throw food away. You go to a restaurant and eat one piece of, you get a steak and potato meal, and you don't even eat the whole thing. What are you going to do with it? They're going to throw it away. They don't sell the food at the end of the day. They're going to throw a little bit away, man. Because these people have the mentality of their ruler, the wicked, the so-called white man, the one that has his rule upon the whole earth, according to Job 9:24.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right, man. So the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and the wicked, if you understand biblical prophecies, by process of elimination, the wicked is Esau, Edom, which is a so-called white man. All right, the one that was born red all over.
Isn't it obvious?
All right, so the Bible says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So that goes to show you that when this wicked gets taken out, then the righteous will be put in place of them, and it's going to be a whole different society out here. It's going to be a whole different world. All right, there's not going to be lesbians and homosexuals having parades. All right, they're not going to allow you to marry a dog. Okay, all this wickedness is going to be done away with as soon as the Lord returns. And if you don't like what you hear, then you're going to die. All right. Simple as that. You're going to burn in these nuclear missiles that are coming. Right? You might starve to death before they even come. All right, a cop might find you late night rolling around and put 18 holes in you. Empty the clip on you. Go ahead.
If not, who and where is he?
So if the so-called white man is not the wicked that's ruling over the earth, then who and where is he? Is it these simple-minded gooks walking around? Is it those booty scratching Africans that put their heads up cows' asses?
Mexican?
Who owns the world central banking system? All right, they got a central bank in every country, man. Who's on the face of the majority of the money around the earth?
Well, the main currencies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And even if it's in China, those gooks have a world central bank. They have a central bank, and guess who owns that? A damn devil.
Printing the money.
Yeah, they just say, okay, well, let Moab put his face on the money. But guess what? They get their money from Esau, man.
Rothschild.
Yeah, exactly, man. They got to still put their money in Esau's bank. At the end of the day, it all goes back to the wicked. So this devil has to be taken out of power. For peace to be on the earth, the devil has to be taken out of power by violence, man. All right, there's no coming to an agreement with this devil. All right, you know, you can compromise, make a compromise with him. No, he just got to be taken out by violence, man. That's why with great violence, America's going to be taken out. Got some?
Yeah, I still got more on this. Isaiah chapter 14, I'll read 7 again. It says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. And I'm going to get this one precept right here. Psalm 58, verse 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when they seeth the vengeance.
Yep.
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
That's right, man. Hey, first and foremost, our Lord and Savior, Yahushua, whom people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, all right, his feet are going to be bathed in blood. You didn't know that was in the Bible? The Lord's coming to slaughter the majority of these people on this earth.
That's right.
His feet, his whole garment, his whole attire is going to be drenched in blood. The blood of you peons. And guess what? The righteous are going to rejoice when they see this. Right?
Isaiah 14 and 8. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee.
Even the trees are going to rejoice, man. The trees can't even get proper oxygen, man. Or carbon, whatever. Carbon
Oxygen, and they turn into carbon.
They breathe in, yeah. But anyway, you know, the trees ain't even getting proper nourishment. All right, the earth is defiled. They can't even properly grow. The crops don't. There's no nutrients in this food.
The earth itself.
Yeah,
It's getting this blood sucked out.
Exactly, yeah. This is what happens when you run low on blood. Say your arm gets blown off. All right.
You bruise easily.
Yeah. If you lose too much blood, they gotta pump blood into you, or else you're just gonna die, man.
Even when you're iron deficient, you know, you're they call it anemic. You know, you bleed out. You'll bleed out if you get a little cut, man. You'll just die.
That's why the earth. That's why the earth is in a morning condition, because all the resources have been sucked out of it, man. Gold, silver, iron, oil. All right, all these things that the earth produces is getting reaped out of it, man, and made for what? Stupid shit. You know, gold-plated helmets, gold rims,
Football helmets.
Yeah, football helmets and shit, yeah. Useless shit.
Yeah, useless shit. You know, you gold actually has purpose, and all right, it's not to be. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with rocking it. You know, that's what for the kings though. All right, not for Day the nigga that can't even afford rent to be rocking around with, man. Or at least you can purify water with gold.
That's how you know that these Rothschilds and people, they really ain't shit, man. Because if they were real kings, man, they'd be out there rocking big ass gold ropes.
They don't have the elites of Edom aren't in a royalty state of mind, man. The elites of this society, they go to Walmart for their clothes. We're rocking Skechers.
Yeah.
You couldn't even pick them out from a lineup of bums, man. But what? When we get into our power, we're gonna show you how to be kings, man. We're gonna be decked out, royal garments, all right, precious metals, precious stones, gems. All right,
all the fly shit. All the fly shit. We're gonna be straight decked in it. Yeah. All right, but y'all ruling this world right now. Y'all not fit for this shit, bro. Y'all not fit for it. Yeah. That's why when y'all taking out of power, everything's gonna be rejoicing to be happy. Like I said, I'll read it on. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us.
That's right, man. So in the kingdom of heaven, people ain't just gonna be mowing down whole acres and acres of trees for no damn reason, man. To build some damn suburbs, compact people everywhere, man.
Besides Rhode Island's being taken out of the rainforest.
You got this devil out there in the Amazon jungle just plowing shit down, man. For what?
Paper.
For paper.
For paper.
You're supposed to be, hey man, in the ancient world, the scrolls were made out of paper.
So you can write, save the trees on
and
the
then
paper.
throw it away. Yeah. You're gonna fucking cut the trees down so you can make paper, and then you're gonna throw the paper away.
But first you're gonna write save the trees on the paper.
Yeah, you're gonna pass out flyers that talk about save the trees, save the earth. But you're using products of the earth that is destroying the earth to make them products, man.
And then you see, you take it, fuck this, I'm taking throw it in the garbage, and that's it. It's gone. Back into the earth.
Make sure you get that, you devil.
Get that. Yeah. I want to take pictures. Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. That's the thing about unrighteous kingdom. That's why when the righteous is in authority, the whole world's going to rejoice. Not just the people. The animals and the trees, the plant life, everything's going to rejoice. The world's going to be a whole bunch of the planet Earth itself. The planet Earth is an organism itself. It's gonna rejoice in its own right. It's gonna pop out bigger trees. You see trees about almost the size of this fucking building right here.
Hey, cause shit, you had it in California. You got them fucking trees.
Redwoods.
Look how big they are.
Yeah,
and the Earth is in the shittiest. California is one of the worst fucking places to live as far as conditions.
It's all there too.
Yep. So imagine when the Earth is restored to its natural beauty, man. How beautiful things, how vibrant colors will be, how beautiful the air will smell. The apple's gonna taste so good, man. You've never even tasted an apple, man. You tasted genetically modified fruit, man. And that's not even real fruit. Fucking grapes are gonna take 2 men to carry a vine of grapes.
Yep.
Yeah, a baby could carry a whole bag of grapes now. Multiple vines.
Have a bag of grapes.
Man, by yourself.
Yeah, by yourself.
And you're gonna be able to feed a village with 1 vine of grapes, man.
It's so fruitful. The earth it's just gonna spawn so much beautiful fruit and plants.
And the reason is because it's at the end of this. It's at the end of the age. All right, the earth was supposed to be a certain way until the end came, and then it's gonna be renewed, and then it's gonna have everlasting life like the Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Because the earth is old, man. The earth is what, almost 12,000 years or so, roughly.
It was made on the 3rd day?
No, well, the actual Earth is because it took 7,000 years, and then there's only been 5,000 years of actual history. So that's about 12,000 years.
No, it's supposed to be it's 4 billion
8
years old.
billion. You count the rings on the tree, and it's been here 8 billion years. Man, fuck out of here with that shit.
Fairy tale, nigga. Stop it, man. Stop it with your father.
That shit it's nonsense, man. But what? The Earth is gonna go back to its original state of paradise, man. Idon. All right, not a city filled with buildings, or town filled with buildings and houses and all this and that nonsense. Shit that pollutes the Earth. It's gonna be an actual paradise. There's not gonna be artificial light, right? Fucking street lights, and stop here, go, walk now, ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom of heaven, man.
All natural light. We're gonna have light in our kingdoms. It's gonna be all like spiritual light. It's all gonna be like natural light.
Yeah.
All right. It's just gonna glow because of us being there.
And the heathens and these Edomites, boy, they're gonna be living by candlelight.
Candlelight and shit. Yeah.
They're going back to the ancient world.
Yeah. No, there ain't no electricity, no street lights, none of that shit. No more, no
No TV.
power lines.
You don't get to watch the action news, late
radio.
nights, noon.
None of that shit.
They ain't gonna want to go out at night.
Yeah. They're gonna be at home resting. Right when the sun come up, they better be out there working.
Yeah, I'm gonna have monsters out there,
They
bro.
ain't gonna want to do nothing, man.
I'm gonna have monsters out there.
Yep.
And you live anywhere close to my kingdom, I'm gonna have monsters that come out of that.
It's like that movie, what's it called? Where the dudes, they were like The Village. I think it was The Village.
Yeah.
Where they were like,
Creatures came out from the woods.
yeah, the dude with the red would come and get them if they went past the bed. That's how it's gonna be, man. You can't come out your ghetto, all right? Because they're gonna live on ghettos, all right? Little holes in the ground and shit. Well, Esau is anyway. The heathens will get a little better as the time goes on.
Like little.
Yeah, just a hole in the ground, man. And you come out the perimeter, like brother said, there's gonna be monsters, or we'll send a bear to guard the village.
I'll have monsters, bro. Monsters, something crazy.
Or I have
shit.
a dragon come down and swoop
Crazy
fucking
shit.
burn you up.
Dragon got tentacles and shit. It's just gonna grab your ass in the middle, drag you into the trees. They're gonna have legends about that shit. They're gonna be so scared to go out at night after a few 100 years. It's just gonna be a legend. Then one motherfucker's gonna try it, and then he's gonna get swallowed up.
You'll never see him again.
Never see him again. He got swallowed by the fucking monster. This is anybody have something?
So I got, this we were talking about the earth, how it's going to go back to how it was before.
Yeah, we switch up here.
This is Genesis chapter 1, and I'm going to go to verse 11. All right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah. So going back to how the earth is going to go back to itself, man. This is Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. And it reads, and the Most High said, well, that's the Elohim.
Yeah.
And the Elohim said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth, and it was so. The earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind, and the Elohim saw that it was good. So there ain't gonna be no more GMO fruit. You're gonna have actual fruit that have seeds in it, right? You're gonna have trees that are actually growing and yield or select herbs that are going to be useful, that are actually going to be growing out here, that you're going to be able to go pick and use for whatever remedies you need. You know, the earth, you can't do that nowadays, man, because this earth is polluted. All right, the fruit is covered in wax. You know, you can't even, it's illegal to grow your own plants in your own backyard. You got to have some type of permit or you get fined, and you got to take the tree down. And even the seeds that you get today, you know, over at my crib, you know, I'm trying to grow an avocado plant, and it's been months, and it's only about like 2 feet tall, man. You know, hey man, it should be growing fruit. It should be fruitful, man. But what? The earth is defiled, man. You know, nothing can really grow in this place. That's why Esau got to make genetically modified organisms, man. GMO fruits and food, man. Because the earth is not giving forth what it's supposed to be doing, man.
One of the brothers from San Fran put up a video yesterday, and he was talking about how they're doing gene splicing, genetic splicing with different fruits, genetically modifying fruits and vegetables, and even the animals. All right, they're trying to make the cows without horns, so you know, so it's easier to deal with them in the slaughterhouse. So they're trying to genetically modify the cows and the steers and all that, so they don't grow horns no more. That's wicked as hell. They're trying to genetically modify. No, they've been doing this, genetically modifying tomatoes so that they can survive the cold. Yep. By putting different kind of cells in them, changing. Like
don't they put some type of animal,
eel,
like
spider or eel or something?
Yeah, I think it's eel.
Yeah, I forget what it is. Some off shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they put it's wicked, man.
A squid or something. I forget what it was.
Yeah,
octopus.
Some other shit that ain't a tomato gene. I'll tell you that much. You know?
They do that. That's what Esau does. Esau's a mad scientist. Mad as in crazy. Okay, he does these things. But as the brother is saying, when the kingdom of heaven comes, when the kingdom of heaven is established, the earth is going to be able to yield bigger fruit. We're going to be able to plant a tree, and it's going to see that bad boy grow. All right? It's just going to grow. It's going to take automatically. You're going to see it. The seed going to take. The earth is going to give it nutrients, and it's going to grow. It's going to be a beautiful thing. We're going to all be able to see it and witness the tree grow. It ain't going to take 20 years for a tree to get this tall. No, we're going to see that bad boy grow, bro. It's going to yield fruit, too. It's going to be a beautiful process. Okay?
It's got to yield fruit, because come that 7th year, the earth got to get its rest.
Yeah, Khan, exactly. Khan.
So you got to be able to get what you need, so that when that year comes, the earth got to get its rest.
Well,
you got plenty stored up.
What it's going to be is going to be the land's going to have land savage. You use a land that wasn't being used for those last 7 years.
Yeah, you can move on to another.
You know, fucking Esau just plant and plant and plant. That's why you got to use fertilizer and all this. Yeah, pesticides, all this nonsense.
Added to the fruits. You know, we were talking about the other day. You were talking about organic was so much smaller. You know, because they add all these hormones to not only the cattle, the livestock, but they add it to the fruits, man, and vegetables. You get a damn carrot that's damn near 2 feet long, man. You know, you get all this big ass shit. Hey, nowadays you ain't gonna naturally get something like that, man, because the earth is not in its right state, man. All right. So that's why they gotta pump all these foods and livestock with the hormones so that it can grow. That's why a chicken in 49 days in 49 days the chicken is the size of a chicken that would be damn near a year old, man.
From birth to death. 30 what did you say? 30 days or something?
49 days.
49 days.
Steroids.
Yeah,
steroids gone.
And that's why, like the brother was saying, that things don't grow like they used to. Like we were saying a little earlier, it used to take 2 men to carry a vine of grapes. All right, and this is why. This is Second Ezra chapter 5, and I'll start at, let's see. I'll start at 48. Then said he unto me, even so hath I given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their times. For like as a young child may not bring forth the things that belong to the age, even so I have disposed the world which I created. And I asked and said, seeing thou hast now given me the way, I will proceed to speak before thee. For our mother, of whom thou hast told me that she is young, draweth now nigh unto age, talking about the earth. He answered me and said, ask a woman that beareth children, and she shall tell thee. So now it's going to compare the earth, all right, like they say Mother Earth, to a woman, all right? Because what does a woman bring forth? A woman brings forth a fruit, all right, fruit of the womb, which was planted by a seed, all right? Verse 52, say unto her, wherefore are not they whom thou hast now brought forth like those that were before, but less of stature? So now, you know, women are bringing out kids, and it's the same. We still got the same bodies as those ancient men, but it's just less of stature. So just the same thing with the earth. It's bringing smaller trees, smaller fruit. You know. Verse 53. And she shall answer thee, they that be born in the strength of youth, was when the earth was made. That's when the earth was in the strength of its youth, right? They that be born in the strength of youth are of one fashion, and they that are born in the time of age, which we live in that time of age, the earth is old. All right, that's why it's got to be refreshed or renewed. In the time of age, when the womb faileth, and otherwise, consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you, and so are they that come after you less than ye, as the creatures which now begin to be old and have passed over the strength of youth. Right, so that's why, you know, the earth. Now the earth being in the older state, you know, old, because what happened? An old woman can't have kids. You know, once she becomes barren, you know, it'd take a miracle from the Most High for her to have a child. So that's why, you know, the earth is, you know, the earth, the womb, our mother nature, as they say, is old, you know, and defiled.
Yeah, that's right. In the youth of the earth, been living to be 900 plus years.
A great stature. You had people 10, 15 feet tall.
The life and all them.
Philistines.
Yeah, Philistines. Them men were big. There was a big giant man.
King Saul was probably like 10, 12 feet.
Damn, bro. That's a scary dude, probably.
Yeah. But now what? The big Jake would be like 7 foot, you know?
Yeah.
6 foot.
Yeah, you like 6'2", 6'3", you're a little
Considered
above
tall,
average,
yeah.
man. You're above average height, you know? People will look, women will look at you like, God damn, he's tall as hell. Like, damn.
And so imagine Yahushua, he's gonna be the tallest one of all.
Yeah, highest in stature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you do see somebody get close to 8 feet tall, that person got all types of medical issues.
Yeah.
All right, he's all fucked up.
Knees are all fucked up,
Yeah.
can't run.
I get killed on
Yeah. Look at Yao Ming. Yao Ming couldn't even run up their damn court.
Nah, not for luck. Get the NBA
Knees
shots
was about to blow out.
And so same thing there with the plant life and the fruits and the
And the
vegetables.
animals too.
Yeah, and the animals. Everything's gonna be bigger.
Shit, imagine that. A giraffe is already fucking huge.
Imagine when it's in his glory.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the Most High's creations. Let me read this real quick. This is Leviticus chapter 25, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land which I gave you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard.
God, and Esau thinks he's slick, and what he does when he sets up farms and stuff, he does it by section. So one part of the season he'll plant these seeds, okay, and then when he plants those seeds, he already got on another section got it growing already. All right, so it's just a revolving chain. It's like a damn factory, man.
Yeah.
As once one place, one part of the land gets picked, all its fruits get picked, that means the other one is already ready to start getting picked, and he's always picking throughout the whole year, man. The land never really gets no rest.
It's a big ass conveyor belt on the same
Conveyor
land.
belt. Yeah, that's the term I want to look for.
Yeah. On the poor land. Eventually, it turns to goddamn sand. You know, you dig up the ground.
Nutrients in the dirt.
Yeah, it's all light brown.
Hey, because going back to the comparison of a woman, all right, so where does the baby get all its nutrients from? The mother.
Yeah.
And if the earth, being the mother, has no nutrients left in it, that's why they got to make GMOs, because they got to make it. It might not even grow if they don't, you know.
Might not at this point. The earth is so
Have
defiled.
a miscarriage.
Yeah, the earth have a damn miscarriage. Trying to lead the damn avocado tree. You know, avocado. The avocados. And that's what Esau's doing too. They're trying to make the fruits without no seeds. You get an avocado, you cut that bitch open, you put that big ass pit in the middle of it. Esau make it just all avocado meat.
No seed in it.
Yeah. That's you don't eat that shit, bro. If you ever come across something like that, don't eat that shit. Yeah, don't eat that shit. You gotta have a pit in it. Don't eat that shit.
You can even get your fruits already with
Damn.
no skin on you, man. Soon enough, Esau's gonna start to try to make oranges with no skin on them, man.
Bananas with no banana peels.
Yeah, just make it for you. Americanize every fucking thing, bro. Even the bananas now. The bananas, that's pretty much a creation.
Yeah,
They're
that's
supposed to be completely filled with seeds.
Seeds
inside.
all up in that bitch.
You ain't
bro.
gonna fight no bananas like that unless you go to like some third world countries.
Yeah, they're out there.
Hey,
Cambodia.
Yeah,
if you didn't notice, when you open up when you eat a banana, those 3 little dots in it, that's supposed to be the seeds. There ain't seeds in that though, man.
You can't do that.
You eat the whole damn thing, and you don't even have to spit out no seeds, man. But what every now and then you'll find some grapes, some seeded grapes.
Yeah, you can get
but
those.
yeah, you can find them every now and then. You know, you can even go to, you got even going to these health food stores. It's hard to find seeded grapes, but you'll find them every now and then. But what, you eat the grape, and you got to spit out the seeds, man. You know, even the ones that say seedless grapes, they have what looks like a seed in it, but you just eat right through that, man. It ain't even hard or nothing.
Yeah, you eat through that shit.
You know.
Weird ass place we live, brothers. Right there. Verse 5. Leviticus 25:5. I'll read 4 again. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord Yahweh. Thou shalt not neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap.
That's right. There's a purpose. Esau just wipes the field clean, man. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to leave something on there.
Yeah, if it's growing of his own accord, even if you didn't plant it, leave that shit there. It's the Sabbath. All right, leave it there. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap. So you just leave it. Neither gather the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it
Eating
is
before it's time. That's supposed to go pick something that's not right.
con.
Esau do that. He'll
call it grain harvesting.
exactly. He'll purposely reap it. So by the time you buy it,
It's sitting on a thing
Yeah,
right
exactly.
Hey, just yesterday, man, I was at the grocery store, getting a few things, and I wanted to go grab some bananas for my daughter, and every single last one of the bananas were all fucking green.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this?
You can't even eat that
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta let it sit on your counter for like 5 days.
You're supposed to go straight to the tree, pick it when it's ripe, and
When it's
eat it,
ripe,
or
when it's
if
yellow.
it falls off the tree.
Hey, and then Esau's so wicked, man, that he'll put a chart on how to properly, how long you gotta let it sit before you can actually eat it, man. That's how ridiculous this damn.
You gotta
You got a chart, yeah, you got a chart.
He'll have it here 5 days from now. It'll be just right.
Like, damn, I'm buying it right now. I want the fucking banana.
And that also goes for children when the mother gives birth and you get the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just cut that bitch off as soon as
Yeah, let it the sac drain all the fluid that's in it.
Symbiotic fluid. There's nutrients in there.
Exactly.
I heard you're supposed to like stand up when you get the birth. Like,
Yeah, that's how they originally did.
Initially back in the day.
Because it's called gravity. You know what I mean? They got them with their legs up, laid on their back. Like, come on, man. That's when you put the seed in. That when it's coming out.
He's sewing us like that, yeah. Shit, you reap it before they stand up, man. For the fall off, like the vine, like an avocado fall from a tree or apple from a tree. The gravity take it down.
Some women still do that, in some countries.
they do.
But the reason they don't want to do it too much like that anymore is because the pain. The birth pains that the Lord cursed them with.
Yeah, that's in the Bible too. Yep.
You just sitting there squatting, they gonna be in a shitload of pain.
man. Go
You
for
don't-
it.
now they
you
want the
don't-
epidural.
You don't want to be standing up when you ain't going through all that shit nowadays, at least.
Okay, you going on that though?
Here it says, neither gather the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land. Verse 6, and the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you, for thee, for thy servant, and for thy maid, and for thy hired servant, and for thy stranger that sojourneth with thee.
So that during that 1 year, whatever grows, it's supposed to be for whoever, man. Because you didn't sow that seed in there. You didn't plant nothing in there. That's not your crops. It's supposed to be for anybody.
Yeah, you do that work. That discord is so important. Okay, so whoever comes by, takes it, that's
They're a traveler, somebody coming by traveling.
hungry as fuck.
That's the real. That's the real welfare system, not EBT and WIC. That's not welfare. This is welfare. Anybody can eat off the. You walking by a place and you see, they picked well, I'll get that scripture, but if a traveler's coming to somebody that's poor, they're supposed to be able to get free shit.
Tree is
It's called a
growing.
welfare system. Yeah, that's an actual welfare system. Not okay, you got to apply here. You might or may not get it.
You may not get it.
Then you still gotta, you gotta go to the store. Gotta look for the shit that say WIC. And then that's the shittiest food you can buy. The government cheese.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Powder shit.
yeah, potato chips and all that milk, 2% milk.
Well, Esau,
No hot food though.
even nowadays, Esau doesn't plant no fruit trees out just the regular
Yeah,
city.
there should be fruit trees out here. I could grab a mango.
Mango tree.
Yeah, some shit.
And then if like you drive by an orange grove and you get out your car and start picking oranges, they gonna lock your ass up, man.
Go to jail for that.
What kind of shit is this?
Straight to jail. Straight to jail for that.
And then if you find a random coconut tree in the beach, you take the coconuts and try to sell them, you go into jail too. So there's no winning with this devil, man.
Can't, yeah, coconut tree or something. Yeah, you can't do that shit either. That's the government. That's government property.
Yeah.
That's what they do in other countries, though.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
go to like Puerto Rico, you get people that go into the woods or to the beach. They get coconuts, they get all types of fruit, and they sell it on the side of the road.
Because Jake lived there.
Yeah,
Jake
Jake.
uses common sense. Esau wants to make everything so complicated and difficult.
And you got Issachar over here. What they'll do, especially more so down south, those little palm trees, and sometimes you see it looks like little coconuts,
Yeah,
like
little
yellow.
seeds.
What they'll do is they go to trees. It's illegal to do it, by the way.
Yeah.
But Issachar will go to these trees and they'll take those little yellow things and they can make shampoo out of those things, and it's like really healthy for the hair, and they'll sell that. So Jake will
Jake's a
go out
hustler.
and make money out of the earth. Naturally. You don't have to go do all these natural things, but what? The damn devil makes it illegal for you to do that. You can't even collect rainwater.
We're talking about that. Yeah, you can't even do that.
You can't have livestock in your own yard.
Yeah.
You can't grow chickens. Our dad tried to grow
Yeah.
chickens. He got to find it and got them taken away from him.
Fucking chickens.
No, he had chickens.
Chickens roll on the ground.
But Esau had to call the cops on him talking about the two best chickens in his backyard.
come on,
And they had to go get them.
No roosters. They weren't crocking.
Yeah, they were just
They weren't
chickens.
crowing in the morning. They were just chickens.
You got some hoods though. They got that shit. They don't care.
Yeah. But then they got wild roosters running around, evil and shit. And they're protected. They got right. They got more rights than niggas and shit. What the hell?
Yeah, Gates is talking some fucking.
Yeah.
Verse 7. Leviticus 25:7. And for thy cattle. Okay, so
Because your animals got to eat too, shit. Esau don't even let. Well, the meat you eat is farm raised in a warehouse. So they're eating corn, other cows. Chickens
Shit.
eating chicken.
Chickens eat shit because these
Shit.
chickens will die.
They want.
They get
yeah.
diseases. Same thing with cows. Cows will trample all over themselves, man.
You're supposed to have them grazing, among your land. Not like you can still see that sometimes a little farther north here in Florida. Somebody will have the land, and they'll have their cows roaming around eating grass, chickens.
it's usually Esau.
Yeah.
With that shit.
But it goes back to the curses. It's been Deuteronomy chapter 28 that we would have to go to the heathen for the one of all things. And that's why Esau makes all these things illegal, so that we have to go to him to go get fruits, to go get meats, so that we'll eat all this defiled ass food, man. and further our demise.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you do grow some, maybe a tomato tree, you got to get the seed from Esau, just GMO.
Yep. Exactly.
Poisonous seeds, you know.
So it says, and for thy cattle, and for the beasts that are in thy land, meaning the wildlife.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall all the increase thereof be meat?
You need to eat.
Food. Exactly. Brother said it. Verse 8. And thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee, 7 times 7 years, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of the years shall be unto thee 49 years.
So every 49 years, go ahead.
Verse 9. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. In the day of atonement shall ye make the trumpet sound throughout all your land.
Get that word Jubilee. It's pretty much like it's like everything's wholesale, pretty much, or something like that. I forget exactly what it goes, but it's pretty much everything's free, pretty much. You know, you're supposed to just give it away. I believe that's what Jubilee is.
This is Leviticus chapter 25 and 9. The word Jubilee, and that word there is Tawai, and it's an alarm signal, sound of tempest, shout of joy. It says, the strongest definition, it says acclamation of joy or a battle cry, especially
Put it on the Google and see what it says. Jubilee.
It's a rejoice thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It is for rejoicing because that year is everything is.
It's the 7th year after the 7th year, or the 7 years have gone by, you know.
I'll read it again real quick while you
Or
get
the
that.
7th time that the 7th year has gone by. That's what it is.
Let me read this one more time. So Leviticus chapter 25 verse 9. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month.
And we're not talking about the book of Jubilee.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go into the book of Jubilee. I gotta write this down. Don't read that, brothers. Don't read that shit. I don't even know what it's. I don't know about that.
I'd rather not learn. Go ahead.
10th day of the 7th month, in the day of atonement, shall ye make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. You got that?
This is a Jubilee. It says in the Old Testament sense, Jubilee anniversary, rejoicing. It says the Jubilee year, from Hebrew, a trumpet, ram's horn, literally ram. The original Jubilee was a year of emancipation of slaves and restoration of lands.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. So you're supposed to let everything, all your slaves go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, yeah, that's
let
what
the
it is.
slaves go. You got any servants?
Yeah.
You left them free on the Jubilee.
It says we
And then
celebrate
land,
it every 50th year, but
Yeah.
it says it was proclaimed by the sounding of ram's horns on the Day of Atonement.
See that? On the Day of Atonement too, right there.
Yep.
And that's what it says
Day
here.
of fasting. So.
Yeah, con. So 10. And ye shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. So and then it just went into it. Yeah, see? It shall be a jubilee unto you, and ye shall return every man unto his possession, and ye shall return every man unto his family. So there it goes. It just explains
So
it.
if you had any servants, even Israelite servants, that's what really it's talking about. Israelite servants.
yeah, not-
You're not gonna let your fucking Edomite slave go. You know, oh, okay, you can go back, little Timmy.
Hell no.
That's
That's for your servant.
Yeah, that's for Israelites, you know. Because, you know, Jake would go to different families to work when they became men.
And when you go up to that word stranger in the 6th verse, that sojourneth in that land, that's also talking about Israel.
Like foreigners.
All right.
People that were not living in Jerusalem came in to work for you.
Not no damn heathen.
Just like an example would be with how Joseph or Jacob went to work for his uncle Laban. You know.
Yeah,
7
exactly.
years.
Exactly.
You see that? Verse 11, a jubilee shall that 50th year be unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which groweth of itself in it, nor gather the grapes in it of thy vine undressed. For it is the jubilee. It shall be holy unto you. Ye shall not eat the increase thereof out of the field.
There's laws on every situation, man. The Bible covers it.
And there's reasons for this. It's not just the Lord just because I said so.
Yeah, there's a reason behind it.
All right.
Hey, but you see, that's why when the wicked are in rulership, man, the world mourns, man. Even like we were going into, man, even the trees are mourning, man, because it's not able to do what it's supposed to, man. You know, all these things that are happening around the world, as far as foods and things like that, man. Hey, that's because of this damn devil's in rulership, man. That's why this devil gotta be put out of power, man. He's gotta get put in slavery and put it under subjection, man. He's not allowed to rule, man. This damn devil is like a little kid with a magnifying glass, man. That's what Esau is, man.
Killing ants.
Yeah, man. That's all he does, man. He just kills everything, man.
Yeah, he got the what's it called, the magnifying glass on the hand. And shit.
We were talking about earlier in the movie Lion King. What happened when Scar gained its power? Which Scar is a representation of Esau. The whole land was laid waste, man. Yep. There was no food left.
And there was famine in the land.
Yeah, man. There was a famine in the land. The trees were dead. There was no grass growing, man. Everything was just black and gloomy, man. And look what Esau's doing, man. Esau is making this whole world desolate, man. He'll make a desert. What is saying in that movie, The Planet of the Apes?
He making a desert and your land and his.
Yeah, man. This devil will make your whole damn land a desert, man. And how do you make it? Hey, when you're toiling a whole field up, tearing up the ground, making it into dirt, growing some trees. As soon as that's done, you plant another. You ain't letting it get no rest. Eventually, it's gonna become just dirt. It's just gonna become a field of dirt, man. You know. And that's all. If this devil was to continue to be ruled, man, that's how this whole planet Earth would be, man. One big fucking desert, man. There's just no grass.
That's why I was going to say there would be nothing to save. You know, everything would perish, man.
It'd be nothing but concrete everywhere.
It'd be like the movies, the futuristic movies. It's all digital and buildings everywhere. There's no grass, no vegetation whatsoever. They got to artificially grow everything. You know, Esau's a destroyer, man. That's why he calls him the destroyer, man. The destroy America's that great destroyer mountain because America was the first one to start doing shit like this, man. You know, concrete everywhere. You know, buildings everywhere. And if you live in the middle of nowhere, now they take cutting everything down and putting subdivisions there. You know, Esau's not a wise ruler, man.
Either that or factories.
Okay, was that? Are you done on that?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Leviticus 19, verse 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field. Okay. Leviticus 19 and 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest. So you're not supposed, even if it's your harvest, you're not even supposed to take it all down. Esau wiped the whole farm clean.
You were supposed to leave something.
Yeah, I was going to say right here. Verse 10, and thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and the stranger. I am Yahweh your power. So you're supposed to leave food for the poor, man. Esau, he won't even leave leftovers for the poor, man. Like, damn.
Yeah, like we was going into about the food. Yeah, you go to a restaurant, like we go to a Jamaican restaurant, Jake.
Yeah,
they have to.
They have to throw it away.
Yeah.
Hold on there.
Like that's like Esau law. You don't think those Jake would do something else with that food? They take all that shit home to the block.
But then you get fired for it.
Yeah.
I did this Uber and picked up some chick from Chick-fil-A. She was, we were talking and we started talking about. I was like, yo, what do y'all do with all the food? She's like, oh, we throw it away. I was like, damn, y'all can't even take a nugget or two? She's like, no, we get in trouble for it. I was like, see, that's the devil for you, man.
Then they go put it in the trash cans, and then they got locks on the trash cans so the bums can't get them.
Yeah, they do.
And especially in the downtowns, that's what they do. They'll locking up garbage and shit. Like, come on, man, that's the devil for you, man.
That's how wicked this devil.
That man is not the devil. I go back into Job.
Yeah, if it's not him, who is it?
Who the fuck is it? Because that is devilish.
That is. That don't even make sense, man. You come on, man. You're gonna throw it away.
Man, don't have
half a steak and all this other stuff. Steak and potatoes and green beans.
The man didn't eat a whole meal all day. You don't know when the man ate a meal. He just wants some of the leftover food. You don't want to give him to him? It's illegal to do that?
Man, there's probably tons of trash thrown away every night in America, man.
This is a wasteful nation.
Tons.
Wasteful nation.
You feed,
Hey, I
you
think
feed
they-
all of the whole world with all the food
I
they
think,
throw
I
away.
think
bro.
they said that they could feed a certain amount of percentage of starving kids in Africa with
Yeah.
all the food that's left over.
We can
here
feed
and there
Africa with this, man.
Yeah.
on a daily basis.
So if Esau not even leaving grapes out, one grape, he won't even leave one grape on the farm. How much more, fries and potatoes and whatnot, man?
Yeah, Esau's the type of person, man, where you go about to throw away some food and he'll see a bum lurking around the corner. He'll throw the food on the ground and take a shit on it, man, or piss on it,
Stomp it out.
just so he won't be able to eat it, man. That's how wicked this devil is, man. Because how wicked can you be to put a lock on a trash can?
A damn
It's
trash
already
can.
degrading that the dude got to be looking for food in a trash can. You got to go and put a lock on it so he can't do that?
Yeah, you gotta go all the way up to the trash can, knowing there's food in there, and now you gotta lock up. Now he's even more embarrassed. That's
But then Esau got shit to say when a bum comes asking for some change for some food.
yeah, he got the nerve to say something. The nerve to say something.
This damn devil man got to go, man.
He has to, bro. The man gotta go.
I got a precept, Bob.
Go ahead.
John 8:44. Ye of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
That was when that was actually said. He was talking about the wicked Jakes, but now it's talking about Esau, man. Because he is the father of the devil. He's a liar, all right. He's a murderer from the beginning. Yeah, he's that wicked seed from the beginning, all right. Cain, all right. That's Esau, man. That's the father of his devil. All right, and there's no truth in Esau, man. That's why he doesn't uphold the laws of the Heavenly Father, man. He claims that this book is the book of the land, but then we go through Leviticus 19, where it talks about a lot of the laws, and he ain't holding not one of them, man. He's not upholding none of those.
Let me get one precept off that. This is Psalm 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
All right, man. So the wicked, being Esau, according to Malachi 1, all right, Esau is the wicked, and he goes astray as soon as he be born, man. There's nothing upright in him, man. He's just programmed to be the wicked, man. It's nothing he can help. It's just in him to be the wicked, man.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
He can't help it. That's why I say he can't go to sleep until he thinks of something wicked to do, man. He just like Mr. Burns. This brother always, you know what I'm saying? He always got to do some kind of wickedness. At night, he can't get a good night's sleep, man.
Twiddling his fingers at night, man. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
And the unrighteous decree is that you can't go into get leftover foods, man. That it's going to be thrown away anyway.
Yeah, sneak it out.
Yeah, they're going to make it a law. They'll make it a law for you that you can't do that. They'll make it a law for you can't stop on the side of the road and pick some oranges that are clearly ripe, and then they'll let them rot. Once they don't pick, they'll just let them rot.
Decoration.
But well, hold on. If you're not picking all of them, what's the purpose of them being on the trees? Well, according to the Lord, so that the poor can come and get them. But then Esau will give you probably like 5 years for doing that, man. Trespassing, the robbery, you know, with the whole book.
Yeah, hit the whole book at you. Your record be all fucked up because you took it on
Felonies and shit.
Trespassing.
Yeah.
All types of shit.
You want dumpster diving for some old chicken nuggets.
Soliciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, all on your record now. Try to get a job now. Can't.
Everything that Esau did when he came here, he'll arrest you for if you do.
You can't even sell some food on the side of the
No,
road.
you can't. You gotta have a permit. You gotta go ask permission to sell food.
Yeah, you get caught selling food on the thing, man. You get so many damn fines from the health department.
Yep.
All types of shit, man. You know, a lot of these Israelites, man, you know, they get their wives getting up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning cooking all this food to be selling. But hey, let Esau find out that they're doing that, man. They're gonna get him up and get caught with some fines and deported because then you know they scarred up. You have papers like that, man. So they get the whole shit bamboozled over some damn tamales, man. That Esau or Jake is selling for $1.
You can't even sell fucking bottled water. Esau. I mean, you see Jake doing it, but if Esau feel like coming to get you, we could.
Because what they put on, they'll sell stuff to you wholesale at like Sam's Clubs and stuff, but what they'll have on each individual bag, not for resale. Not for individual sell or resale, man. So then you try to start up your own little store out of your garage, you're done. They're gonna let Esau have a problem because that happened.
Yeah.
That recently happened. Jake was trying to run off of a little store at his grocery store.
At his garage.
One of the neighbor Edomites saw it and went and called the police on him, man. The dude had to shut down.
Shut his shit down.
And then the dude, because it was out here in Tampa.
They
Dude
don't
was
try
all
to hit
mad.
you with some charges.
Yeah, because he was like,
Gotta
hey
pay
man,
them
you
the
know,
money back.
I wasn't doing this really to make money. I'm doing this for the kids so they don't be, you know, they come to the store, get some stuff, and, you know, now the kids are going to be the ones suffering because they don't
Now they gotta go up the block.
Yeah,
Now
they
they
go
gotta
to the corner store where the crack rocks are being sold at.
You don't understand this common sense, man. Just let them run their community.
Yeah, but you still got you simple ass bros and spicks out there that want to be hand in hand with this devil, man. Here it is, he spits in your face in every single way possible. But you still want to uphold this man and think that he's a good person. The Lord himself said there is none good but the Father, man. The only good thing on the planet Earth is this truth, man. Right? That's the only good thing that was given onto the people of this earth, man. The Lord's word, and even then, only a few can get it, man. You know?
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievous which they have prescribed.
Right, man. So you got fines for collecting rainwater. You got fines for having your own livestock. You can't. There's literal laws about that, man. You can't have your own damn chickens in a backyard out here, man. What kind of shit is that? Hey, you own the land, you bought the land, you purchased it, you build a house on it, in the backyard you decide to put a chicken coop. You can't even do that on your own damn land, man. That's an unrighteous decree, man.
Verse 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be they pray, and that they may rob the fatherless.
That's what they'll do, man. Esau will put all these unrighteous decrees so you can't do this or you can't do that. But then they'll come at you with, well, you got your local supermarket where they'll tax the shit out of you for stuff, man.
Straight.
They'll rob you blind, man, at these damn stores, man. You be paying for a couple apples. You try to get it organic, you be paying for like $12, $13 for the bag of apples, man. That's robbery, man. When you can just grow the damn tree your damn self, take care of it on your own land, and have your own type of food. But no, you can't do that. You got to go get your ass robbed. You know?
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 19. I'll start 19. Job chapter 20, verse 19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away the house which he builded. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. Okay, Esau's not going to be able to, because of what he did to us, or what he's been doing to our people. You think this man is going to continue to live in a society where he can continue to flourish and be wicked? No, he's not going to be able to fill his own belly no more. The Lord's going to take him out of power. Here it is, you oppress the poor. You can't even eat dumpster garbage without getting arrested.
Yeah.
You can't even take a chicken nugget out the garbage without getting arrested, getting locked up, put in jail. Oh, now you get a free meal now.
Yeah, now you get a free meal.
Yeah.
You got
If you want to call it that.
kind of, and if you do, like when we went to that one spot, you know, the Benjamin spot over there, when we asked them, hey, what are y'all gonna do with all that food? They said, oh, we're gonna just throw it away. I said, give it to us. They had to look both ways and say, oh, well, let me wait till they go to the back, then let me do it, you know. You know, they gotta be all scared and shit, man.
Yeah, they had to be scared, and of course they want to give it away. They don't want to throw. That's a lot of food. All that chicken.
Yeah, all that chicken.
Yeah, all that rice and
Oxtail.
vegetables, pork.
Cabbage.
They got all that pork up there too.
They can throw all that away.
Yeah, they can throw that the fuck away. They want it.
That's why
Very.
Jake be getting in trouble in these restaurants, man. Because
Take
I know
food
me personally,
home.
when I used to be working at these restaurants, man, I didn't give a fuck. If somebody orders something, man, I'm blowing your ass up. You getting a fat, nice, juicy plate.
Yeah, I'm loving this shit, bro.
They
You
go
gonna
back.
have a lot of pickles. You gonna have some lettuce on that burger. You gonna have a whole lot of shit on
I
there.
be making the breadsticks. I be putting mad garlic on that bitch, mad butter on that bitch. This stuff is good, bro.
Esau boy, he'll put a recipe on. You get a paid $15 for a burger. You have 2 pickles on there with a little bit of lettuce, 2 onion rings, and you know, a little bit of fucking sauce on there. Yeah, that's what Esau is, man. He's stingy, man.
And the bread is like this thick. Like.
Yeah, thick ass bread and shit, man. Little bit of shit in between, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches.
And who's the poor? The Israelites, man. You know, that's why in Revelation chapter 2 it says, I know that poverty, but thou art rich. Because we are rich. We got the kingdom of heaven coming for us, man.
That's right, that's right.
You know? But what? Right now, we're in the lowest state, man. We don't have the majority of our people are not going to get the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the truth, man. Which getting this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, hey, that makes you rich. Because you have something worth that's not worth anything, man. Or not that it's not worth anything, but it's you can't put a value to this knowledge, man. It's above everything else in this world, man. It's above gold. It's above silver, man.
Yeah.
You know, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, it makes you rich. All right. But what? The Israelites don't have it, man. So we're the poor. And what? Start at the top again on that.
Proverbs 22 and 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches.
Right, and that's what Esau does, man. He oppresses the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man to make money off of us, man. That's why he puts us in these lower states. He takes the man out of their home so that he can make money. He can oppress our people and make money off of the state that he has our people in, man. Because what? We have to go to the heathen for the want of all things. And the Lord did that ultimately. It wasn't Esau who came up in the middle of the night and came up with this on his own. The Lord gave it to him to do this stuff, man. You know?
And he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want, meaning that they're going to come to lack. They're going to be lacking bread. All right? You give to the rich. These rich ain't going to be rich for much longer. All right? These politicians.
Well, hey man, the economy's on the brink of collapse, man. You got GE, General Electric. Right now, their stocks are worth nothing right now, man. They're selling for nothing.
That's crazy.
You know? That's a big ass company, man.
And they run the majority of
That's
America.
kind, man. Hey, these investors, man. A lot of these investors are hightailing out of here, man. They're trying to take their money and run, man. If you look at the market, all right, there's a huge sell-off of stocks right now, man. Why? Because these investors, they know what's coming, man. All right, these guys that study economy, these economists, they're protecting that there's a major downfall coming.
And what they're doing is they're abandoning shit before it sinks. Trying to get their money out and go splurge it before it's too late.
The only idiots out here that are still trying to invest and trying to put their money into the system is you jakes, man. You jakes that think you got some money, man.
Yeah, Jake will tell you to go invest in some stocks right now.
Go get a CD.
Yeah.
On 6%. Go put 20,000 in a CD and leave that for your kids for 18 years, man. You know, leave them a little. Nah, man, that ain't gonna be worth nothing by the end of next year, man. Are you really watching what's happening? But you know so damn much about stocks, but you don't know a damn thing about what's happening in the economy right now.
A quick reset for you.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 62, verse 10. Trust not in oppression, become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them.
You anything, man. Money is a defense, and that's it. You're supposed to use money as a defense, not to live your life off of it, man.
Because really, it even tells you on the money, it's a debt note. If you're in debt, meaning you're indebted to someone, that's why the scriptures say, trust not in oppression, man. Niggas wholeheartedly trusting their money. Well, I got 500 bands in the mattress, my grandma's mattress. Okay, well that's gonna be good for burning papers real soon.
Yeah.
You know,
Big whoop.
niggas they'll go around robbing other people. Robbing Jake, their own people, robbing, hitting licks, robbing stores. It said, become not vain and increase, set not your heart upon it. So if the Lord do happen to throw you a couple bones, and you get a couple stacks or whatever, you're not supposed to set your heart on riches anyway, because it's all vanity. You know, it's easy as you got it, as easily it can get taken away. It comes in. How's it go? It goes easier than it came. Something like that. Comes and goes. You know.
As easy as it came is as easy as it's gonna go out, man.
Yeah,
But that's another curse. You know, we gonna work to put money in a bag full of holes, man.
Oh, yep.
You know. So you know, Jake, these Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans out here busting their ass for what? To make ends meet. Really?
That's what it is.
That's what Jake is working for, to make ends meet.
Yeah, we were talking about that on a conference call a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
So,
God,
man, we got decent jobs, but damn, we poor as a bitch out here. Just barely making it by. Barely making it by. Just enough to do what just dues to get through.
I got a quick precept. Deuteronomy 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. And what you wonder why Jake can't keep nothing, man. Jake opened up a business. It don't last very long. But here it is, China Moon, been on the block since 1999. Jake lasts 2 months, man, and you got to close up shop. Because what? The thing, our people hate each other, really, because it's a curse. But these heathens, they'll help each other prosper, you know. But Jake, since we're under the curses, you know, your own people, your own family talking shit about you, he ain't gonna make it, you know. That business gonna, you know, they ain't sending business your way.
Yeah, because if you think about it, man, look at these little Chinese China walks and stuff like that, man. Go in there, man, and see how many people are actually in there ordering food. You're wondering where the hell they're making their money from.
Yeah.
They how many people do you actually think come by there on a weekly basis? So them to be able to pay their employees, to pay for the light, to pay for the rent for the place, pay for the taxes, and then buy food to be able to replenish more, to bring in more.
I tell you what,
How much money are they really making? You know,
because they don't pay taxes.
Exactly.
What they do is they'll get
because they don't know under the curses.
Yeah, exactly. America will give them loans to come from China or wherever they're coming from to open up a place, and then for 7 years they don't have to pay no taxes, man.
Yep.
We've heard this out of a heathen's mouth, man. From India, he opened up a shop in the mall, and he told us that he didn't have to pay taxes for 7 years.
My wife runs, you know. So these other nations, man, they're not under the curses, man. These other nations are not under the curses. It's Jake, the one that can't prosper in this place, man. Why? Because they're first and foremost, they're not giving reverence to the name of the Lord. Right. They're not doing anything in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So that already equates them to not even prospering in anything, man. You know? But even that, you're still under the curses, man.
Unless they sell out to Satan.
Yeah, unless
You
they
know,
sell out.
yeah, they sell to Satan, then they get a lot of riches. You know, but who sells out to Satan? Satan, that's the so-called white people. They worship Satan. And you want to be like that? This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
And that's where because our people, they envy the oppressor. They saw the big houses that Massa had. They saw the women that Massa was being able to pop. All right, they saw the chariots and the horses that Massa had, man, and they wanted those things, man. And as soon as Esau said, if you do this, I'll let you come, I'll let you get this, I'll let you have that. You get all the cars you want, but you have to sell your soul, man. As soon as Esau allowed that, hey, you niggas jumped on the bandwagon, man. Jake jumped on it real quick, man. You know?
See, there goes some China walk owners right there. Employees.
They got money in the bank. They got money in the bank. They send money back to China to the family back home.
Shit.
They got a over here. They got a property in San Francisco. They got a property in They got a property.
Kids going to Harvard and shit.
Yeah.
Stranger among you shall rise.
Yeah. If we're gonna be the tail, they're gonna be the head.
Yep.
You know, but that's gonna flip flop, and the prophecy's gonna have that flip flop.
Because you said they're the head with hey, the scripture
got it
say
right.
that they're turning the things upside down.
I got it. Well, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Yep. And if there's
Yeah,
another
looking
one,
on there.
the opposite.
So, but you know, like the brother just quoted, you know, these people, they get very high, man, in this society. They'll come here, don't speak English, and they living on the top of the condos. You know, they making 6 digits a year.
They rude as hell.
Yeah,
you
rude.
call these Chinese spots,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
how may I, they don't even say how may I help you. They say yes,
Okay, 15 minutes.
Right number? Damn.
15 minutes.
Is this a place of business?
Give him 15 minutes. Like, damn, this.
Yeah, they say that. And the funny thing is, it's always done in 15 minutes.
So, it don't matter what you order. That shit always 15
You
minutes.
order like the whole restaurant, man.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Goddamn, that should take you at least an hour.
Hurry up and buy.
Yeah, I didn't like, get out.
Rude
That's-
as hell,
that's
but
all
they prosper. Let Jake run his business like that. Telling people to hurry up and get out of this,
Yeah.
buy something and get out.
You'll
Ain't
get
nobody-
sued. You get like locked.
Yeah, you get
Facebook
sued.
Live, on Facebook Live, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might get charged with verbal harassment.
Yeah.
Your store get closed. You get delayed all throughout the news. Your family will get harassed.
I told you that nigga store was gonna close. That's what I said, man. Verse 44: He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. So what? You go to these loan sharks or Amscot, Jake don't own no damn Amscot, shit, and you're not other than bums, Edomite bum, but for the most part, Jake ain't got no loan companies. Like you go to a bank, most people get their loans at banks, even small banks. That Jake, I mean, maybe one Jake got a small bank somewhere in America, but where he getting his money from? He getting it from he's still So at the end of the day,
And it's loaned to that money that goes to these banks. They're loaned to that bank at a certain percentage.
so that's why they tax you in the banks.
Yeah, because it all goes back to the central banks. It all
Exactly.
goes back to the elites.
The wicked.
And they give it to the governments. The government gives it to the bigger investor banks. The investor banks gives it to the commercial banks that you see out on the streets, man.
Yeah.
But as it goes down the chain, the percentage of the interest gets higher and higher, all the way till it trickles down to us. And then why do you think there's the interest rates are so high right now?
Yeah. Houses and everything. It's
Yeah.
the same shit. You got to, because really in this society, most of the time Jay getting shit leased or making monthly payments and shit.
Yeah.
So for you to get a car, you got to go get lend. That's why you got to get a lender. They call it you. Exactly. When you go get a car, they sit you down. Okay, let's see what lender we can get you. So it don't matter. It's not just money. It's everything, man. Cars. All right. You got motherfuckers that rent a wheel, man. Jake be renting wheels, man. And then they get repoed and leave that shit on box.
Renting stereos,
Yeah, you go to
Rent
couches.
rent a center, buddies.
TVs, DVD player rented.
Everything, man.
I don't understand the whole run around thing just to be seen, man.
Yeah,
That was big in the early 2000s. I don't know how big it is anymore.
It's still pretty big, man. You'd be surprised.
There ain't no spinners in the dash.
Spring wheels, yeah,
Yeah.
spring wheels, yeah.
Shit, you can rent tires, man. You can not rent them, but you can lease them, do monthly payments on them. But then you end up paying like $1,500 for them damn bitches.
Yeah, you got interest on that
Yeah.
shit.
That's where they screw you. That's where they rape you with no Vaseline.
Now, if you go in that same book chapter, I think you go like 14, verse 14. I think it's first flipped around.
Okay, yeah, verse 13. I'll start at 12. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 12. Yahweh shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand.
So there's going to be a point where, in the future, the prophecy has it where we're going to all our land's going to be blessed. We're going to have to all of this world's going to be our land.
Yeah.
If we don't want this place to be blessed because these heathen are there and they've been bad, we tell them no.
And that's it. And that's what the scriptures say. If they don't come up and worship during the time of the Passover, then they will just cut the rain in their land.
Yep, we're going to have access to all that. The Most High is going to give us power to do all those things. But the prophecy has it where all our land where we're going to be dwelling, everywhere that we step is going to be blessed. Go ahead.
And to bless all the work of thine hand.
Yep.
So anything we put our hand to, it's gonna prosper, man.
That's the treasures that are going to be given to us from the Lord, man.
That's the blessings.
That's the real investment that we're supposed to be investing into, man. The kingdoms and riches of the kingdom of heaven, or it's like the riches of the kingdom of heaven. You're supposed to be putting your time, because that's what's worth something. Really, your time, man. Because with time you can make money, but with our time we're putting it to make spiritual money, man, so that we can invest and let that money grow, right? Because that's what the Lord is coming back to get those that made increase their talents, right? The Lord gave us so much talents. You're gonna be blessed because you doubled the talents that I gave you. you made more talents. And that's what we're doing. We're putting it towards investing towards that spiritual money to invest in the kingdom of heaven, man. And that's what the Lord is going to give to those that are giving their time to Him, to His promises, man.
Nah, that's why you gotta pay attention.
Yep.
How you pay attention? By giving your time, listening, learning, reading, studying. These people that they're in the negatives. The 2/3 they're in the negative. They're spiritual banks in the negative, so they gotta pay the penalties now, pay the fees. It'd be better if you had a balance of 0, but no, you in the negatives, and you gotta pay the fee now.
Yeah, that's your life.
Yeah.
That red is that blood.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Pay with your life now. You ain't want to pay with time. Now you got to pay with your life. All right. All right. It says, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow.
We're gonna be the new lenders, man. We're gonna be the ones that they're gonna come to us for a blessing. They're gonna come to us for supplies. You know.
That's what in the ancient world you look at what they would come up to the king. I need such and such, this and that. And even if other, like say the king of France needed help with war, he would go to the king of England, ask him to borrow some soldiers. You know.
Yep.
And it is, hey, but we're gonna that goes to show you that we're gonna be kings, man. People are gonna come to us, to borrow, whatever it may be, because it's all gonna be ours. So, but for them, their little villages or whatever.
We're gonna be righteous rulers, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
exactly.
make sure everything's good with them. We're not gonna just.
Ain't gonna be no usury on our people. Because you heathens, y'all gonna have some usury, man. Y'all gonna have to pay, give tribute onto us, man.
Tax.
And it'll be at whatever percentage we want.
Yeah, 10% of all your shit. You gotta
10%, 80%, whatever the hell we want to do to you, damn devils, for what you did to us.
Esau's gonna be 100%. He ain't gonna owe nothing.
Daughters. I want daughters.
I want 10% of your good-looking women. Every time I come to this village, y'all gotta have this ready. I want 10% of your fruit, your crops. And it better be all ready to go when they get here. Or we won't even go. We'll send some Israelites to go get it.
That shows The Walking Dead. They had a group called the Saviors, and they would go to the smaller cities, and they would tell the people, "You guys, we're gonna let you live, but you guys, everything that you guys grow, we're gonna take a certain amount of percentage, and we're gonna take this and that, and if you don't do it, there's gonna be repercussions, and that's what's gonna be to these people."
Just like everybody pays tribute to America, and everybody got to pay tribute to Esau. Well, you're gonna tribute to the Lord and His people.
Mafia does it over there in Italy.
Protection,
Cartels does it.
for the protection.
Yeah, for the protection. Cartels do it. But we're gonna do it in righteousness.
Verse 13, and Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath.
See that? We're gonna be above only. Only we're gonna be above. We're gonna be on top of all the other nations.
There ain't gonna be no rich Moabites. Like here you got, Moab living good, Ishmael living good, everybody living good with Jake. And even Jake living good. Some Jakes, they living good, quote unquote, according to this society. But in the kingdom, only the Israelites are gonna live on that level,
Yeah.
And after 1,000 years, the heathen, they're gonna live okay. We're not gonna be,
They're gonna be fine.
they're gonna be good. Because the people rejoice when the righteous are in authority.
All these other nations are gonna be fine. They're gonna have everything they need. They're gonna have land. They're gonna have all that they need. Okay.
There's just not gonna be no elite of them.
They're not gonna be anywhere close to level of Israelite.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's not gonna be no elite Israelites.
That's just chaos out here, man. Nonsense.
Yeah, all this
ain't gonna be none of this in the kingdom.
It's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be nice and beautiful. You're gonna hear the birds chirping.
Birds chirping.
Yeah, you're gonna hear kids playing.
You're gonna see the sun set nicely. There's no buildings to block it. no artificial lights. So like the brother said earlier, you're gonna see all the stars. Who knows what you're gonna be able to see, man?
That's why we have to put our work in now so we can gain that and enjoy it. Like you quoted earlier, I'll get it right now. This is Matthew chapter.
Hold on, let me finish this up.
Oh yeah. Slack it.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy power, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. So that's what happens when we do, and that's where we're beginning with the elect. That's what's happening. We're obeying the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Hashai. So that's why it begins with the elect, because that's why they're gonna be in the top. Because there's levels, you know. So the elect's gonna be at the top under Yahweh Shai, man. Because what, we were the first ones to start coming back to the Lord, practicing or rehearsing the righteous acts in the land of drawing water.
Show faith.
Land of our captivity, yeah.
And we started putting money in our spiritual bank accounts. All right, so we deserve to have that. Okay, brothers out there doing this work, you deserve that. Because what, you gave up the world, you started investing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You started investing in the kingdom of heaven. While everybody else said, "Fuck it, I'm fine right now."
And it really is because they weren't elected. You know, they weren't chosen out of the world. You know, to you know, because all of us were in the world doing the same shit these people doing. It's not better, you know. But what? Then we got that call, and now we obeying the Lord.
They got the call and they ignored it.
Yeah, they left it. They let it go to voicemail.
Yeah, they got voicemail.
Yeah.
And man, got 2 calls, still went to voicemail. All right. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 20. On the wrong page. Oh, no. Verse 20. Verse 19. Lay not up for yourself. This is Yahushua speaking, by the way. This is Yahushua speaking, Matthew 6 and 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Okay? So in other words, Yahushua is saying, don't invest all your time and energy into physical treasures on this earth, where a moth could go and just eat the fabric. Okay, where you buy a nice fancy armor or a nice fancy car, or whatever the case may be, and then it ends up rusting after 5 years.
They get repoed.
It gets repoed.
Jake
by
steals it.
Jake comes, steal it, defile it. Next thing you know, your rims are gone, or whatever the case is, or they done rip the whole stereo out of the front of the car. Jake will do that. Thieves come through and break through and steal. As it says. Verse 20 now. Oh no. Yeah, verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So they don't have access to our investments. Okay.
The only one that can take away your riches in heaven is Yahweh Himself. And not even angels. You know, I think it's in the book of Romans where Paul says that not even angels, you know, principalities, nothing should be able to take you out of this truth, man. And that's your riches, man, being in this truth, this word, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Hey, because it doesn't say, the scripture don't say money, gold, silver, or anything of this world is going to be the stability of your times. It says knowledge and wisdom.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and I'm going to start at verse 7. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her.
And that's why King Solomon received everything.
Yep.
Right? Because that's the wisdom of Solomon. That's why he received everything. All right? He asked the Heavenly Father for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of how to rule over his people and of the world. And what? He got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and everything else comes with that. Yep. That's why we sacrifice, give up our lives as living sacrifice, and ask for what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So we can eventually get all of that comes with it. And that'll be in the kingdom. Well,
verse 9. Nothing compared I unto her, any precious stone.
And her is the wisdom.
Yeah. Because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand.
Sand, little sand. So all the gold is as like little sand, man. Pieces of dirt, man. Yeah.
And silver shall be counted as clay before her.
Damn.
I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
Nah, man, so he'd rather be just sit in darkness than not have light, you know? He said he chose wisdom because that light that cometh from her, what? Say what?
It says, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out.
Yeah, because the light of which is this truth, all right? It never goes out, man. This is that everlasting light right here, man. This will lead you out of darkness, and that's what it did.
And this is the point here. All good things together came to me with her.
Exactly.
And innumerable riches in her hands.
Innumerable, all the good things came to him, and innumerable riches, man. King Solomon got everything, but what? After he asked for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Which is what we're going to receive, man. Because right now we're asking for the Lord to continue to give us wisdom. The Lord Baba Bashar give us wisdom. This, we're coming out, we're seeking his knowledge, we're seeking his wisdom. And eventually the Lord is going to reward us with everything, man. Just like he did with King Solomon. Because what? Yahushua himself said that day, you should be co-inheritors.
Yeah, joint heirs.
Yeah, joint heirs with me, man.
Romans, Romans 8.
Right, and what? Yahushua,
Yeah, almost got touched.
Yahushua was King Solomon.
Yep.
So we're going to receive the same things that King Solomon, man, except on a whole nother level. You know?
Exactly. Because when Yahushua was King Solomon, he said all was vanity. And the kingdom, we're going to have everything but magnified of what King Solomon had. That's going to look like nothing compared to what the elect's going to have. So obviously, Yahushua going to have the greatest reward, you know.
That's why it's important to pray for things like knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know,
Faith.
Faith, patience. You know, the Lord give you more patience if you lack that. Faith definitely increased my faith. You know, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and my strength. All right, not physical strength, but strength to endure this world.
Spiritual strength.
Yeah,
Spiritual fortitude.
yeah. Discernment. Be able to discern the things that are around you. Because the Lord will give you signs, but if you're not able to discern it, what good was that sign?
Yeah. Spiritual discernment.
Yeah.
Spiritual discernment.
Yeah, you need that. You need that.
That's why I said the natural man receives not the things of the spirit, they're spiritually discerned.
Spiritually discerned, yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, that was good.
No, but finish that up in Matthew again.
Oh, me?
Matthew 6, yeah.
Come.
I think you finished it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
It's kind of so. If you liken knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, this truth, to treasure, then that's where your heart's going to be. Now, if your heart's after prospering in this world, you trying to make it to Hollywood or make it to the NFL, or become the most famous drifter in the world, whatever that your heart is set upon. That's where you are. Wherever your riches are, that's where your heart's going to be at. So if whatever you consider the treasure, or you consider money treasure in this world, then that's where your mind's gonna be after. Now, if you consider the words of the Heavenly Father, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding treasure, then that's where you're gonna be chasing after, man. Hey, like Meek Mill, he had the album Dream Chasers. Mm-hmm. Well, he chasing after money, bitches and hoes, you know.
Yeah, just his dream, and he got it.
Yeah, he got it. But look, he in jail every other week. You know, homies getting shot up. You know, he got a Maybach. Woohoo!
There's a price to all that.
Yeah, but that's where you can see where his heart is.
Soul to soul.
Exactly. You know, he's chasing the wrong dream. We chasing the dreams of the Heavenly Father, man. The dreams of the kingdom of heaven.
That's why brothers are having visions.
Yeah, exactly.
In actual dreams.
Yep.
Verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. All right, meaning that you're on a one-track mind. Okay, you know what it is. You found the truth. Okay, this is the truth. You're not going to be going here and there. Oh, let me look at this too. No, it says let your eye be single.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, like your brother said, you're not supposed to be diddling dabbling. Once you find the truth, that's it. There's no need to keep looking. Well, let me compare this to see if it's really the truth. Nah, man, if that's the case, you know, yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you might. Seeing this truth, and then it might take a while for you to, be fully persuaded. But you knew when you first saw it. You just wanted to tarry. But hey, if you come out here, then eventually you got to make the move.
That was that.
I got a piece of it real quick.
Yep.
This is 1 Timothy, verse 6. Yeah, 1 Timothy chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded. Get that word, brother. Charge. I'm good. The lights are here. 1 Timothy 6 and 17. See what charge means. Because it says, charge them that be rich in this world. So all these rich people, they think they're rich, which really they're poor, and they're spiritually, done, finished. spiritual hopeless, you know.
Something's right.
You got it?
Okay. This is the word there for charge. In the Greek, it's parangelo, and it means to transmit a message along from one to another, to declare, to command, order.
So we're to declare to them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded. So hey, we're telling you people, you know, you don't be high-minded just because you get a little paper, man.
Right.
Just because you don't be prideful, you know, thinking you got it. You don't got nothing, man. All that is going to be taken away and overnight. You know, you can't take this truth from us overnight, man. Unless the Lord give you up to vile affections or something, you know. That's the only one that can take you out. Nor trust in uncertain riches. Hey, that's what this paper, this fiat currency is, uncertain riches. Because overnight the economy could collapse, and then now what? All that paper or all the money you had in the bank, where's that? That's it's gone. Now you're just another nigga. But so let me read that again. Nor trust in uncertain riches, and then you got a footnote says uncertain of riches. Okay, so yeah, uncertain riches. I don't know. But in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy, that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, willing to distribute and communicate what? The knowledge of the gospel. All right. So the truth of the matter of the fact. All right. The truth of the Bible. That's why you got to be. That's how you're rich in good works. Right? That's how you do good works, by doing this word, not by helping an old lady cross the street. The Lord ain't gonna save you because you do that. The Lord will kill you and the old lady shit. Have a bus trample you over just because you wanted to do a good deed according to this world, man. Now you both dead. Should have just let her die, you know. But verse 19, this is the point. Going back to the Matthew 16 or Matthew 6, it says, laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come. Let me read that again. Laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come. So what? These good works are laying up, they're building a foundation. So for the time to come, you know, that they may hold on eternal life. Also like that they may lay hold on eternal life. So that's the whole purpose of doing these good works and being willing to distribute and communicate it is to build that foundation. Because you got to have a solid foundation when the Lord returns. If not, you're going to get easily taken out. Like the three little piggies, you know, the story of the three little piggies. One built it with straw, the other one with clay, and the third one had a strong foundation. He had bricks, yeah. He had a solid, so he wasn't the big bad wolf, which is going to be Esau, wasn't able to, you know, overthrow him like that, you know.
You was safe and sound under that that's foundation.
Yeah.
Which is what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what's going to be the stability of their times. You know, the Lord is a strong tower to them that go run into Him.
Yeah. And Yahweh Shai is that foundation, man. Because what? He's the Word. He's the truth. He's the truth. He is the truth.
All right. Hey, that's what makes you wise, man. Knowing what's about to come and preparing yourself. Because you can know what's about to come and you're not doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord, Yahweh, is a strong tower.
That was one of the first things we started talking about today, man. You're going to be shaloming people till your death, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter whether you know if you're an Israelite or not, man. That ain't what's going to get you saved, man. What's going to get you saved is that you know the true power and you're doing His will, man. Like it says in Ecclesiastes, the whole duty of man. To fear the Most High and do His will.
Keep His commandments.
Keep His commandments.
Says the name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
They're safe, man. Those are going to be the pigs that build their house with the bricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Con, you said it.
Go ahead.
This is John, chapter 1, verse 4. I have no greater joy than to hear my children walk in His truth.
All right, man. And the Lord rejoices when He hears us calling upon His name, man. following after his will, man. Because that's what's wise, man. That's what's gonna get you saved, man. You know?
The scripture, real quick, the scriptures say that the angels rejoice over one sinner that repents than over 99 just persons, man. And how do you repent? By coming back to the Lord and walking in his ways. Like we read out earlier, John 2, or I forgot where it was, but it said that if you love, if you, what did it say? You say you know me, or you know him, and keep not his commandments, then you're a liar.
Yeah. First John 2.
Because what? The people of this world, the people that are esteemed wise are those that made it in life. Like, oh, look, he invested the right way when he was young. You know, he made it in life. He was a smart man. No, that's not what makes you smart. What makes you wise is doing and following the laws, statutes, commandments of the Lord, so that when judgment comes, because it will come, you're protected. Calling on the name of the Lord. That was John 1:4.
Okay. I got a quick precept. This is Proverbs 11:4. Yeah, I'll start there. Proverbs 11:4.
That's third John.
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
There you go, man. Riches shall not what? Deliver thee from wrath?
Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Because what? Righteousness, which is doing the following the commandments of the Lord, doing his will, that's what's going to be profitable in that day, man. Alright? That's what's going to be profitable. That's what's going to keep you in your right state of mind, man. And that's what's going to get you and whoever your loved ones are possibly saved, man. Alright? That's what it all boils down to, man. Doing the will of the Most High and not chasing that bag.
Yeah. Chasing that bag, yeah.
Hey, man, I don't even mention the dude, man.
He say,
I'm chasing that bag.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to retire in 5 years. 5 years? Shit. 5 years. Telling me in the kingdom in 1. What are you talking about?
Talking about 5 years and you have a bag?
I got to preach that.
Okay, go ahead.
Ezekiel 7, verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord.
Okay, yeah.
None of the riches that you can bank, all right, anything that you think can make you any type of profit in this world is going to save you in that day, man. In that day, you, like the scriptures say, you're going to be throwing that out on the streets, man.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to be throwing out your Mercedes, letting that shit burn. You're going to be throwing out your cash, burning it to save yourself. Look what happened with Pablo Escobar. He started lighting his money on fire to keep his family.
Keep warm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just to keep his family and daughter warm.
They're gonna take. You're gonna have like a Benz or something. You're gonna rip the leather out of that bitch just so you
Blanket.
Yeah, you make a blanket out of that bitch, right? Yeah.
You see? So what really is profitable in this world, man? Is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding?
Straight up and down.
You know? That's where the true investment is in, man. All right?
I got another precept. This is Zephaniah 1:18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he,
because when these wars start to happen, you ain't gonna be able to buy yourself out of Russia or China or Iran shooting the missiles to you, man. That judgment is still gonna come.
you can't pay the missiles off.
Yeah, you ain't gonna pay it. You ain't gonna sit there and try to send a Bitcoin signal and try to get your phone and do Apple Pay with it.
Trying to reason with it and shit.
It ain't gonna be happening, man. Your riches is gonna be your ultimate death, man. You chasing that bag on this side, you gonna be put to death. But those that are chasing the bag, the riches of the kingdom of heaven, those are gonna be those men that are gonna be saved, man. But there's an order to it, man. You gotta do it the right way. You know, you can't just be out here rocking fringes everywhere you go, shaloming everybody to death.
Like that one dude who walked by had fringes, but he didn't even come up and inquire.
He just,
Come on, man. What's the point of the fringes? Yeah, you remember Jay?
Yeah, well, that's when we came out here, man.
I think that's when my young man went to New York.
Oh, yeah. That's that first Halloween.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but you know, you can't, you know, that's why Yahweh said, do as they say, but not as they do, talking about the scribes and Pharisees, because they were talking about the law. Just like I'm sure that dude talks to, you know, oh, you gotta wear fringes, But look, what he's not doing nothing to prove himself to the Lord, you know.
Yeah, you should have been hyped when he saw. Like, oh shit, is it like him?
All right, honey, go wait in the car. You know,
that was the spirit. That was the spirit. He walking around wearing fringes, and then just to happen chance, or not happen chance, through the spirit of the Lord, he comes by the actual preachers.
looking all mopey and shit, looking like Eeyore walking around all miserable.
fat as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, we're making fun of him because he didn't stop by and help out,
The
man.
Lord's making fun of him. Yeah, dress too.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, friends.
we would have showed him love.
Because some of these camps will let you have
Exactly.
dress.
That's what I was about to say, man. Because that's the spirit of these other camps. IUIC. What are they doing? They're not out here chasing the kingdom, man. They trying to have kingdom here on earth.
They having Lollapaloozas and shit.
Fiestas and
Weddings and shit.
cookouts and shit.
Weddings,
Big weddings.
It's like parties.
It ain't about rejoicing on this side, man. We're gonna rejoice like we read earlier. The rest is gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's when we gonna have rest, man. Like the dream the brother had. You know, the video that the brother sent out earlier today, man. Hey, we're gonna be in rest in the kingdom of heaven, man, and it's gonna be a rest like none other, man. It's undescribable.
That was that Chicago brother shit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that brother, hey, not for nothing, bro.
video,
That was a beautiful dream.
Tell me he's in the hospital bed? Or the one?
No,
No, that was last week. Yeah, this is another brother. You know,
Yeah, we'll send you the video.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
beautiful. Hey, I
said
started
he-
tearing. I was at work listening to it, man. I started getting teary-eyed when the brother started talking about the two elders and how joyful they looked in the video, man. Because I'm just imagining how joyful we're gonna be in the kingdom, man, and it's gonna be
So I'm
beautiful,
gonna
man.
beach.
Nah.
when we get
you
down
gotta
here,
hear that. You gotta
Yeah, the
see
video
that.
you're
you gotta
talking
see
about
it.
was a brother from Dallas who did that one.
Yeah, with the
That's
beach.
what it does.
this one's different, bro. This one's a whole nother another one. So it's showing you that brothers having these visions, all right, and that was a good vision. That vision last week, man, that shit was spooky. And this one here is not spooky. It's uplifting, man.
Comforting.
It's exactly how brothers imagining it.
Yeah,
You know, and it's you're gonna see.
It's gonna be much greater. It's gonna be 10 times greater.
Than that vision.
We can't even. Our feeble minds can't even perceive it really right now.
Right,
what
right.
we're gonna
Because
receive.
if you think about it, just in that brother's dream, that had to be like maybe an hour or two of a span of the time period that he was talking about.
Yeah.
That was a very, very small sliver of what the
Snippet.
kingdom of heaven, and then that wasn't even a full magnitude of what the kingdom is going to be like, man. But what the brother was describing how at peace brothers were, and how their countenance were, their faces were lit up. Remember, he said their faces shine.
Yep.
The brother didn't even have glasses. His stress was all done away with, man. That's the type of life that we're gonna have as rulers of this world, man.
Carefree.
He came by the regular Israelites, and all the regular Israelites was looking beautiful and
man.
kingly and
Yeah,
godly.
The regular Jakes were
Yeah.
looking. Jake was all nice and healthy. He said.
Yeah.
Jake looked all nice and healthy.
Yep.
He had magnificent clothes that he ain't never seen of that quality.
Tailor made to him. It is regular Jake.
Yeah, that's regular Jakes.
Two-thirds.
But what? And those Jakes that were looking magnificent in outfits, were looking up at him like, man, that's him. Like, oh, so long. Like, yeah,
He's one of them. He's one of them.
Yeah,
Bound down.
That's what we're looking for, man. That's why we're out here on the highways and byways, man. Because that's what we want, man.
want that.
We want that glory, man. And the Lord is going to be the one that gives us that, man. Not Nate, man. Nate ain't going to give you that damn glory, man. So Sakari ain't going to give you. Alizé, he ain't going to give you that, man. Gahana or whatever that, Gonorrhea, whatever his name is,
him.
man.
That one.
That dude ain't going to get you that glory, man. It's the Lord. It sure as hell ain't Esau, man.
Doing willies and shit. Bug out. I got a quick scripture. This is Matthew 25 and that's my place. Shit. Okay, 34. Matthew 25 and 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world.
So everything was written down from the beginning, man. And those that are blessed, we're gonna go and we're gonna inherit that was already planned to be given to us, man.
We've already received it, man.
Yeah.
Really.
We're just waiting for it to be played out, man. The
Because
Lord
the
already
kingdom of heaven
sanctioned
is within you. As
Yep.
Yahweh Shai said. The
Yep.
kingdom starts within you. You start to change your ways and serve the Lord, and you start to become the kingdom, man. You start to manifest what the kingdom's about.
Yep.
But we're still in these mortal bodies, the sinful flesh. So it's not really represented at its full potential just yet.
Yeah.
But when we become immortal, then it's going to be, that's the time, when we get those immortal bodies, then we need that new earth, man. The kingdom of heaven.
I got this right here. Revelation chapter 21 for the top. Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
That's talking about when the elect
Back down from the chariot.
time. That's when the elect led by Yahweh come down from heaven and coming to subdue the whole earth.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Hey, it's a lot. When you go to a wedding, then that woman comes out, man. She's all decked out, looking all beautiful. Everybody's all in all. Oh man, look how beautiful she looks. That's how the elect is gonna be when we come back from heaven, man. Or it's like when we come back from the chariots with the Lord, man.
Yep.
When we return and we come back, man, people are gonna be looking at us, man, like you
Like
know
the brother in the dream.
You know them anime cartoons where the eyes big and it's like their eyes are twinkling.
Shimmering and shit,
That's
yeah.
how the people are gonna be looking at us, like just like they're making those little noises too, man.
Verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their God. Verse 4. And God, Yahweh, shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Exactly, man. We gonna be stress free, man. Ain't gonna be waking up no more. Oh, damn, man.
Gotta go to work.
My back ache. I slept wrong. My neck's hurt.
yeah.
Shit, man. Or you wake up to your woman waking you up, you know, or your alarm waking you up. Ain't gonna be no more of that, man.
Dog barking or some shit, dog pissed on the rug, and you gotta wake up and clean that shit. You gotta take the dog out or some shit. All that, we just, these are little things, but
Little things.
but they irk us in this world. Every little thing in this world seems to irk the men of the Lord, which we believe we are.
Because we're not supposed to be servants, man. We're kings living in servants' bodies, man. We gotta fucking. But here it is, a king. You're not supposed to do nothing really when it comes to just everyday affairs like this. Yeah, you give orders. You tell people what to do. You don't get told what to do.
That's not in our spirit to even deal with them. But
That's
hey,
why
we're happy.
that's why they say Jay got attitude. Always got attitudes at work because they don't fucking want to be told what to do, man.
It's not in the spirit. They're supposed to be kings and rulers, But yet you got a goddamn heathen, a dog telling them what to do.
Yeah. Go do this. Go do that. And of course, Esau, the devil's telling you to do it.
Right.
You already hate him, so
Worse than the heathen.
yeah.
And then you want to take it up to actually, these are small things we're talking about. All right, let's talk about some of the big things. All right, are women getting raped and murdered? Okay, are children getting raped? Children getting sold into sex slavery? Murdered? You walk outside and you see a child with pull a hole in his head. You see the mama cry. What? We don't gotta deal with that shit no more, bro. That's gonna be fucking gone, bro. All these heathen nations that got over on us, specifically you so-called white people. All right, what you did to our people, it's the police shooting Jake down for no fucking reason.
They do to our
All right, yeah, do it to our people. Come on, what Jake gets shot by the police. Jake over here trying to break up a fight. All right, and then the police get called and killed the brother trying to break up the fight.
The bar, yeah.
We ain't gonna have to worry about that shit no more.
Yeah, cause kind of another example too. You had one Jake stop the mass shooting. He was.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Stop the mass. Yeah.
That's actually what I'm talking about. Yeah, he actually stopped the mass shooting. He had the guy bent down. He had a gun. He didn't have his gun pulled. He had a security hat on that said security on it. And there was Esau come over here and blast the poor man away. We understand that everything's supposed to happen for a reason. Oh, he's supposed to die. But we ain't gotta worry about that. That was an unrighteous killing. All right. We ain't gotta worry about that shit no more. Jake getting shot by the police for no fucking reason. No fucking reason at all. Just wasting that dude. All right, locking Jake out. Jake walking down the street, minding his own fucking business. A fucking police cruiser plus a U-turn, and I start asking all types of questions. Jake don't want to answer the questions.
Where you coming from?
Jake don't want to answer the questions because he feels like he's being violated. What the police do? Put him on a damn hood of the car, pat him down, check him anyways.
Break his elbows.
That happened.
Yeah.
Me and this brother coming back from it that one time. Cop just cruising down the highway, pulled us over, brought the dog, searched the car, went through everything, patted us down like we some damn drug dealers.
Yeah.
Criminals asking us where we coming
Yeah,
from.
for no damn reason.
Damn, what the hell? I know I wasn't speeding like that.
And then he found the Bibles and he just had to scatter and scoot away.
All right, nah, these are the wrong guys.
shit.
These are the wrong guys.
I was hoping to see some bricks, not some Bibles.
Yeah, you open up the trunk, you nothing but Bibles and
Garment, he saw the garment. Oh, shit, these guys are serious.
Incense.
He found a frankincense and myrrh, and he's like, what is this?
He was like, gotcha.
Gotcha, motherfucker. Ah, what's this, motherfucker? Gotcha.
Is this crack? Do I need to test it?
Flicking the bag like this. Ah, what's that?
See, that's the type of shit that we ain't gonna have to be stressing about. No. Hey, Jake can't ride down the street without having to worry about that, man.
Oh, I got a tag light out or some shit. And you ain't got none in your car. But here it is, you got butterfly in your stomach every time you see a goddamn trooper. Oh fuck, man, you over there trying to tend to.
Especially if it's a gang of if it's a gang of Jake, man, a big group of Jake walking down the street, cops automatically already think y'all up to doing good. Like, look, they about to go do some kind of crime. Let's follow them. Let's stare at them.
Yep.
Just sit there and stare at them for a while. Like, remember we were at Clearwater, and we were just doing the word, and the cops the whole damn community of cops just sitting there staring at us.
First they asked us some questions, then we cussed them out.
Yeah.
And then they stood right there, probably right where that fence is. Stood there. For protection.
Our protection.
All we did was curse them out the whole time.
Give that spiritual beat down.
Yeah, man, that spiritual beat down through the scriptures, man. And we're here for your protection up, bitch.
Spiritual beatdown, we was at St. Pete. We was at Stand Therapy, the police came and made us come.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, remember that shit?
Oh yeah. That's when they got all those police. They had to be like 10 of them. Yeah. I was like, damn.
So, okay, we'll move right here, motherfucker.
Right across
Yeah, we moved his 5 feet.
Come on, come on.
And then they got
Look, here's the and if the shit is, it be the coon cops. They be the worst ones, man. They be the worst ones.
Yeah, you see, he rolled out one.
Sell out Jake, man.
You
Sell out
see, I
Jake.
told you that he trying to figure out what we about.
It's like a prerequisite. If you're a Jake and you're a cop, it's not a prerequisite. You gotta be bald.
Yeah.
You have to be like
Every coon.
you can't have an afro and be a police. I don't understand. Why is every black cop so called gotta have a bald ass head?
Or a ball fade.
Yeah.
Completely.
Hey,
You can't have a beard.
You can't even work at a restaurant and have a beard. They'll look down on you like, hey man, you got to do something with that beard or wear a beard net.
You got pantyhose on your face and shit. What kind of shit is that?
Even in a low-level job like working at a restaurant, you can't have a damn beard or it's a problem, man. That's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
You frown upon. Because I remember when I first came into truth before, I actually started doing the word, I was working at FedEx, and everybody was just like, just asking me if I was converting to Muslim and was I, this and that. Like, yo, I'm a man. I got a beard. What's the problem?
Fuck.
Because, Jake was clean shaved, and then I started growing the beard, and it started bugging out.
You was on some other shit.
So wait till they see the New Jerusalem come down from heaven, man.
See, it's
big
cool.
beards.
Beards like this, but like big bushy beards.
Straight royal.
In our natural bodies, man, our spiritual bodies, man.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z.
those gonna be the new presidents, and shit, man. The new governors.
Hey, like Moses or not Moses, Aaron, his beard was down to the end of his garment. That's a big.
That's a beard.
He never touched it ever, man.
Hey, that was like that gook off of Kill Bill 2, where his beard was down there, and he just threw it behind his back. He just threw it behind his back.
Man, that's a godly beard right there, man. It's a beard.
Yeah, stroking the shit like this.
Yeah, always grabbing it and throwing it behind his back.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how Jake gonna look. We're gonna have
kind of this society. It's look at that dirty bum. Big beard, you're a bum. Like, yo, shit, but if you got a clean face, you're
Yeah, because just last week I had a goop come up to me. First she asked me, she's like, "Are you black?" And I'm looking at her, and I know she ain't gonna think about it on no spiritual, so I wasn't gonna say, "Yeah, I'm black." But I told her, "No, I'm not. I'm Hispanic." She's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then she's like, "Why you have beard on your face?" She's like, "You would look more handsome if you didn't have beard." I said, "This is what makes you a man."
Why you have to be dumb questions? How about that?
Look what?
That's our accessory.
Well, it's because the women have been programmed to follow after Esau's crap, so that's what they deem to see. Oh, you look more handsome without a beard. Well, let's look at nature. Do the lioness go for the big little lion with no mane yet, or do they go for the big papa lion with the big ass mane, man, fully grown mane?
It's the left.
Hey, they'll talk all this shit, but then when they do see a man with a beard, they be like, "Damn, a man with a beard will stand out."
Yeah, they like that shit deep down inside. They just don't want to admit it.
You can't admit it because it's not the norm.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another thing that we're not gonna have to worry about. Our women being completely poisoned by these fucking Edomites in their ways. They don't know no better. Our women don't know no better.
Because what? That was a part of the brother's dream. He said he was like 30 fucking feet, or he was was like 30 feet in the air, and he saw the women down. You know, and he said, you know, they were looking beautiful, and their hair was long down to the floor. And then he said, what? Then he heard their conversation about, "Ooh, girl, he looks cute, dog."
Hey, you got that's a good point. Because the same bitch cutting her hair short as hell, trying to look, you know, hair all the way up here, will tell you that you shouldn't have a beard. Come on, man. You're supposed to have long hair. You telling me I shouldn't have a beard? You're an idiot.
I can't fuck with
Can't
you.
even reason with something like that, but go ahead and read that.
So going back into Revelation chapter 21.
It's like a scoffer, brother.
Got the bitch got the Miley Cyrus fade.
Miley Cyrus. Oh God, no.
Remember that? In
Yeah, I
the
remember
face,
that shit.
it's blowouts.
Yeah, that's popular. Motherfuckers still doing that shit.
Yeah,
Bitches still doing that shit.
I hate bitch with short hair, man.
I fucking love it.
I fuck it, but I hate it.
Verse 21, I'm sorry, Revelation 21, verses 4 again. And the Most High, Yahweh, shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death.
That's right, because we're going to become immortal, man. Because the wages of sin are death, and since the law's going to be written in us, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna receive death no more. And that's what. And also when it said that He's gonna wipe away our tears, we ain't gonna be going through struggles. You know, you can't pay your bills. They start crying and shit. You lose your kids, you start crying. You know, your family member dies. All that nonsense that we go through today ain't gonna. It's gonna be like a bad dream, man. Like, damn, we really went through that.
It's gonna be
crying because I couldn't pay bills.
There might be tears of joy here and there. Might be tears of joy.
Yeah. See how it's
And there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
No pain. Shit, we're not even gonna feel pain. We're not. Are you not gonna stub your toe on the edge of the bed? Just like, oh,
You stub your toe on the end of the bed, the bed's gonna break.
Yeah. You're not gonna. No one's gonna. You know, because you know they say the biggest pain is in the heart or whatever. You know, somebody die, you're all
Right.
pain. You feel pain or whatever. You know, no one's gonna uppercut you. You know, somebody no knockout game. Nobody's gonna run up on you and just knock you out cold.
Try to sneak you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might break their hand doing that shit.
You know, shit, we won't even be seeing our blood, man, unless some crazy shit was go down, but it ain't. But it ain't. That's the shit.
How's that even?
We're gonna have immortal
One of
bodies.
your legs.
Yeah.
I mean, if we spar into something with one another, we might fuck each other up and then get to heal each other or something. I don't know.
It's like
I
Goku,
don't
man.
know,
Goku scarcely bled, man. Yeah, man.
We're not gonna get tired.
We're gonna have,
Get tired.
it's gonna be like Superman. We're gonna have that skin of steel, man. Yeah, impenetrable.
Unless you try to fight like your house shot, your house shot gonna fuck you up. You know, let me try to spar your
And we're
house
gonna
shot.
have heathens to beat us, so there's no need to fight each other.
Let me just spar in this. I need a challenge. I need a challenge, man. I gotta fight one of my brethren. Let's go to this planet over here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go to this planet over here, man. Yeah, but you know, we bullshitting, but you know, you gotta have fun with this. This is what we look forward to the kingdom of heaven. Yeah. We may seem like a bunch of kids talking like this, but we look forward to the kingdom of heaven. We don't know how great the kingdom of heaven is gonna be.
Yeah, well,
we can't really imagine.
You said we sound like little kids. How the Lord describes us?
Yeah.
That's children.
You gotta
You
be
gotta be
born again.
Be as children again. Be like this little boy. He had a little boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't do with anything unto as these little ones. It was as he did it unto me.
So yeah, we are like children.
Yeah, we're like adults too.
Exactly.
I wasn't thinking like this when I was in the world. I was thinking about getting money.
Carnal
this,
shit.
that, and the third. Yeah.
Now we're talking about spiritual powers. Like you gotta have a spiritual mind though to speak about things like that, man.
Yeah, my youth has been rejuvenated. That's the word I was looking for. It's been rejuvenated. Now I'm thinking like I was a child again. Like, man, imagine being like Goku. Oh shit, Superman, the Man of Steel. I could leap over the building. You know.
Now it's just in wisdom.
Now now we think of that. We think of the things of the future too. Yeah, we think of the kingdom, the beauty of the kingdom, the women, and the power and the glory.
Children growing up to be, righteous leaders of our sons and
Watch them
women
grow
being-
up.
Kids playing with animals, lions. Our kids gonna be playing with lions, man.
Right, yeah.
Talking to animals.
Serpents. They're gonna be grabbing the adder,
Yeah.
which is a poisonous snake.
Poisonous ass snake, man, that's gonna fuck all these heathen up. But yeah, the children play with it. Or women, they'll be talking to animals out there with the animals, walking in the field with the animals.
Yeah, because Jake naturally loves, animals.
Hell yeah, I love animals.
You're gonna be playing with grizzly bear or the Kodiak bear,
Yeah, big
the
ass
polar
bitch.
bears,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit.
Wrestling them down.
It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, you know how you play with your dog and shit.
Yeah.
That's how you
Roll
do with a
over his
lion.
back,
and
you know,
a tiger,
yeah.
And they're gonna be peaceful. They're not gonna be attacking each other either.
They
You
got
know, a
some-
lion and a tiger.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you can have them in your house with you. You know, they're gonna be at peace.
They gonna be
Because
ripping shit up.
we're gonna have dominion over them. And like we're gonna be like Dr. Doolittle, man. We're gonna be able to talk to them. You know, use the
Yeah, telepathy. Yeah, we gotta talk to the animals. They gonna know exactly what we're thinking.
Go kill them.
Yeah, they got the animals in the crib or whatever. Our crib ain't gonna smell like shit and none of that. Now it's gonna smell like pure incense.
They're gonna go say to roam freely. You know, they'll come in because you know they're gonna like. They're gonna like the elect.
They gotta be
They're gonna have pets. You know, yeah, they're gonna
be right there by our side.
You're gonna have a whole zoo like Pablo Escobar, man. You're gonna have a whole zoo in your on your land, man.
Have big ass wolves and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not spirit. I'm not. Yo, it's gonna be beautiful, bro. That's what brothers imagine. We think about this. We daydream about this. I'm at my computer at work, sitting down at my computer at work. I'm daydreaming about spiritual powers. I'm daydreaming about having a palace full of gold and topaz and sapphire. And that's what's going through my head. All right, that's what's going through brothers' heads because we want out of here, man. We want righteousness to reign supreme again.
We want peace.
Peace. We don't want pain and sorrow anymore. That's why the Lord just said.
But what? We don't want peace like these people want peace. We want peace in the kingdom of heaven. And we know death and destruction got to come before peace comes.
Has to. Blood has to be shed first. Okay? And that's going to be a beautiful thing because that's that's the downfall of the wicked. Yeah, let that, because you have to destroy something in order to rebuild it. All right? You have to take down the foundation, take it down to the foundation.
The phoenix rises out of the ashes.
Exactly, the ashes. And we're gonna be like that phoenix, baby. All right, and the ashes is gonna be America.
Yeah. We're gonna literally rise up out of it.
Yeah. All right, want to use your little mythology? Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, fuck around with it. But I'll read this again. Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
One of the former things.
Yeah, it's all former things, man.
Sin,
Things of the corruptible.
war.
That's what's done away with, man. The corruptible.
There's not even going to be. It tells you that there's not even going to be need for swords. You know, and the spears. Yeah.
4, or 2 and 4.
God, you want to get that? Because there's not. We're not going to need a sword or a gun or anything. If one of the nations go off, we just go over there and smack them up with spiritual powers.
We might have some swords.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lightsaber.
I'm gonna have some swords and nothing like that, but it ain't gonna be no wars because you can't.
Exactly.
You're not on the level of war with the gods.
Right.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna try to war with the gods? You can't do nothing to it. So you ain't gonna. Yeah, you try. You're gonna get. I'm gonna think about it. You're gonna melt.
Yeah, because it says Yahushua is coming with a sword, you know. So you know.
It says a two-edged sword in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Read that.
This is Isaiah chapter 2. I'm going to start at 3. And it reads, And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. This is talking about the heathens. This is what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, they're going to ask you.
And we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem.
So ahead of us, man. So we're gonna be the rule. We're gonna be the governing body of the earth.
Verse 4, And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
So not even the heathens are gonna be fighting against each other. I mean, they're gonna be taskmasters over Esau, but they're not gonna be like Edom going to battle with Ammon and you know shit like that. Ain't gonna be no wars,
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
So they ain't not even gonna know what war is, man. After the first wave of slaves get put to death, the people aren't even gonna know what war is, man.
And that's a cut on those gutter rats over there in Israel. Man.
Yeah.
That goes to show you that those aren't the real people of the Lord. Because if it was, this would be enacted. Matter of fact, they even have this that exact verse on the wall of the United Nations headquarters.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I didn't know.
Yeah, man, they have it up there.
That's a smack to the face.
That's a smack in their own faces. But they have it up on there for people to read, but people don't put two and two together.
Oh, there is this war out there. So how does men are the men of the Lord? It's impossible.
UN be causing a lot of war. They be up in these countries killing people, man. So what are they doing? You know, that's a different topic for a different day.
Let me read this one now. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall utterly be destroyed.
Esau is the number one guy that's not going to want us have rule over him, man, because he's so goddamn proudful. He don't want to be ruled by the Israelites, man.
By a
And
nigga.
hey, that's why he's going to get his ass whooped for 1,000 years and then get destroyed. Because after all those 1,000 years of ass whoopings, he ain't going to learn his lesson. But guess what? These other nations, we just read in Isaiah chapter 2 that they're going to be coming to us to learn the righteous ways, to learn the ways of the Lord. So Esau ain't going to be doing that. That's why he has to be exterminated.
That makes perfect sense.
That makes, and the way you just thought of it, said it like that. The way you just said it like that makes perfect sense. Yeah. So with that, you know, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ba'Dash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone GMS, who rule and teach well. Senior salutations to all the Akim out there, call Akim that push this word of truth and sincerity, week in and week out, day in and day out. Shalom to the sisters. All right, let's go America.
That's right.